Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Xite Gaming Podcast, the place where you come for the games, but you stay for the...
Who forgot to silence their phone? Is that you,
I
Chris?
think it's mine.
Yeah.
There's
But
What's that? I
Huh?
think it's mine. I
It's
think I had a mini stroke. What the fuck are you doing?
It sounds in my phone. I don't want that to happen to me, man.
You see how embarrassing that was?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Xite Gaming Podcast, the place where you come for the games, but you stay for the truth. Home of the empty promise. My name is Chris, and tonight I am joined around our table by my two very good friends, by James D. Downey
Hello.
and by Mr. Francis McBride. Gentlemen, it is an absolute pleasure once again being with you, the fine company of your pleasuremanship here tonight. How are we all doing tonight?
I'm good. Pleasuremanship.
I mean, you know,
I'm
Think
very
about
pleasuremented.
you just can't write this shit.
Just
you know?
step back and think about that for a second.
Pleasuremanship.
Sounds like a ship.
It does. Sounds like a
Pleasure,
ship I want to be on.
Yes, yes, pleasuremanship.
How are we all?
What? Nothing.
We're playing that back.
How are we all doing
Whatever
this evening,
it was.
gentlemen?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I'm not so good.
No?
I'm not feeling tonight,
What's
Chris. I'm all the way over here. Everything's different. Everything's changed.
It's okay.
Ah, thank you, man.
It's a strange kind of 1-2 we got going here tonight.
1, 2,
Because you're
3.
always normally to my left.
Yep.
And you're never to my left.
No.
So this is a kind of weird setup. I'm in the usual position.
You
For
don't
anybody
know.
listening to the audio version that has seen the video version, you can now rest easy knowing I am in my seat, in my comfortable habitat.
For all of you who don't watch, it's like, it doesn't matter, man. They all sound the same to me.
It sounds like Dee's over on the right tonight.
Yeah, they got like surround sound.
Oh my god, D's on the left. I'm not listening to this
Oh,
episode.
this fucked me up, man. This fucked me up.
I am going to write a letter.
Do write a letter. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, do write a letter, please. Don't comment in our videos or email us.
Gentlemen,
Write us a letter
yeah,
about that.
it is the 8th of November
It is.
already. Is that scary? Is that scary?
Yeah.
D, that's got to be very scary for you, and I'll tell you for why. we
You're getting
started.
old.
Wasn't it scary?
We started these podcasts last October.
We did. We started these podcasts last October. Don't ask why you didn't see one until January.
And don't ask why you're never hearing one ever.
Because they were a fucking handle. A
Yeah.
handle and a half. But
We were just getting. We were finding our feet before we launched the website. But
ninth time's the try, huh? The try? Ninth? I don't
the
know.
charm.
I don't know what that sentence was.
But yeah, we started. So we've been at this for nearly a year.
Basically, no. Well, yeah, technically
Yeah,
over a year.
Over a year, but we've been at it properly for nearly a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. From we came back there in September, doesn't feel like that long ago.
No,
We've put what? This is our like our 7th or 8th one since then.
serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we came back on 19, didn't we?
Yeah.
Came
we
back
did,
on
yes.
19. This is 26.
Wow.
26, bitch.
Episode 26 of the Xite Gaming Podcast, and we hope it finds you all well in the comfort of your own homes or wherever you may be it in
Or
the bath.
baths.
Yes, we'll touch on that later. We're just gonna have Frank here just throwing in little laughs whenever we mention something. That how have our weeks been, gentlemen?
My week has been pretty good.
Because last week was Halloween week.
Oh yeah,
Me and you met obviously to do the podcast, Andy.
the only two who met to do the podcast.
That's right.
Might we?
God, hope.
Hope you had a good Halloween, Frank.
I did.
I hope
Had
you
a
made the most of it,
splendid-
you bastard.
did. I worked most of it.
High quality materials in our merchandise. Let me tell you,
Pick yours up now. There's $49.99 off the Xite Gaming store.
that's a piece you can give to fans. You see.
The fan over there. Yeah, so it's been a week. Over a week for my scene. This is so weird because I normally see you quite regularly. Like, you know, every 2 days at least I would see your pretty face.
Mm.
You know,
Mm.
be it you call up to my house or I call down to yours or whatever. But yeah, it's
It's been
been
actually a full week.
a full week without seeing you.
But yeah, would be.
How are you coping?
We've been busy. We've been busy.
Well.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty okay. I still have. Obviously, we have the pictures of each other to keep ourselves going. Like,
Obviously. By my bedside.
you know, but bar that, like,
you need it. You need it.
Yeah.
been struggling, like,
Yeah.
you know, but yeah, no, it's been a pretty busy week actually.
Yeah.
Not necessarily in terms of work, but like with like Xite, videos. I've been keeping myself busy. Been recording, been editing, been
How's that going?
doing that last part. The publishing. I've been publishing the
publishing
videos up
of
onto
the video, yeah,
YouTubes.
of course.
That's been good, man. That's been very good, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it's been Wolfenstein.
Okay, yeah.
Wolfenstein.
I don't know what that was.
Christopher's fucking stoned.
I'm sorry, I just came back from drinking that juice, and I didn't know what to say. I just went with okay.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm
well,
sorry.
that's it.
But yeah, Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein. We talked about Wolfenstein last week, and I said it was a fucking great game.
Yeah.
Really, like, kind of weird, but like in an excellent way. Like crazy, but in a good way.
Yeah.
And yeah, it lives up to that absolutely. I don't know if I mentioned it last week, but I was playing it since then, and literally the most bats shit thing ever happened. And I loved it.
Yeah.
I was fucking.
Have we haven't seen that yet though in your videos, no?
I'm not even close to that yet.
No, because I was watching your videos, and that was my thought exactly watching. I was like, this is just some batshit crazy shit going on here.
Mm-hmm.
But I love every second. It didn't look like, like a stupid kind of cheap, like, we're just throwing these in just for the sake of just being crazy.
just
It looked
silly.
like it all tied together really well. Well, it looked that way.
does. Like they somehow managed to balance it pretty well, and nothing cheap about it, but
No.
very well polished,
Yeah.
well finished game. So it
Yeah.
is.
So you're enjoying that at the minute.
I'm enjoying that at the
Yeah.
minute. Yeah, that's where I'm
Nice.
up to.
Obviously, we've
Keeping
had,
myself busy.
in the week that we've been off, excuse me, I'm full of wind.
You got all that gas, Chris. It's that Pepsi Max. I'm telling you,
It's the best drink money can buy.
it is.
James's views on Pepsi Max do not cover all our views.
No.
I got my own. I got my own fucking.
He's on
Preferences
the
right here.
Dr. Pep tonight. Are you on Pepsi Max, Frank?
I am not.
That's mine again, actually.
What?
I forgot about the Dr Pepper.
All right, okay.
I
yeah. It's
purchased
just a big
that.
bottle of Pepsi Max. In
Pepsi Max.
there. Where was I?
I don't know.
Wolfenstein. Oh yeah, so obviously in the week that we've been off, we had the launch of Call of Duty.
That's right. Yeah, that
That's
was a big
right,
one.
yeah.
Didn't pick it up.
Did not pick it up.
Great game.
Well, I
I'm
think
glad.
we'll-
I'm actually glad that at least one of us.
at least one of us can talk a little bit
because
about
like we were like at the time we were like, this is the biggest game. This is gonna be so big, biggest game of the year. We have to get footage of it up Saturday night. It's now a week since then.
it. But there's a very
Yeah,
valid
yeah.
reason behind that.
Yeah, well, we'll cover that.
We'll cover that when we get to it. Yeah, obviously. Anything else happen in your week, D? Do anything exciting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen Thor.
Yes.
Thor Ragnarok.
Good movie.
You've seen it?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh wow.
Did you see it,
excellent.
Chris?
Frank, we're gonna
No?
have a good
Okay,
time talking
yeah.
about this.
Okay. I'm happy for you guys to talk about it because
You no intention of seeing it, or are you not worried?
well, actually, do you want to do like a little bit of like an in-depth talk about it after?
Yeah,
After
maybe
we
later.
kinda- yeah.
Yeah, we'll actually jump in, but I'll just say for now, yeah, I've seen it. It was great. I enjoyed the viewing experience.
Whereabouts did you see it?
Munich by.
Was it Max?
It wasn't Max.
Oh, okay.
The Max was an hour earlier, and we wouldn't have made it. So we went
Okay.
for the later one.
Where did you see it?
I seen it in Armagh.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Was it good? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just Armagh.
Yeah.
I mean, I just went. It was handy.
Yeah, I guess.
That's it. That's
I
it.
mean,
That's
normally I go to Craigavon if I could be bothered.
Really?
Yeah,
Put on
that's
an
where I
extra
would go.
Yeah, because
Normally I would go to Dungannon even before Armagh, but I just
Right enough.
thought,
Yeah, you're not a million miles away from either of those two.
no.
neither am I, Chris.
No,
In fact,
neither are-
I don't think I'm a million miles away from anything
Yeah. Well,
or anywhere.
Jesus.
sorry.
the moon.
Yeah, the
Probably
moon.
not even. I don't
No.
know how far away.
150,000 miles to the moon. D. Swear to God.
Well, there you go.
Well, we've no one here to clarify that, so that's a fact.
Actually, I am a scientist.
I'm a scientist, and I can confirm that yes, he is right.
I'm pretty sure it's 150,000 miles to the moon.
It could well be.
Yeah.
Since we're not a million men anyway.
No,
Fuck.
no, not like Craigavon Omniplex. Anything else happen?
Right.
Okay.
I mentioned this podcast, the film one we did with Sean. What do you call him? Shawnee Mac.
Shawnee Mac.
Sean
Yeah.
McLaughlin. And I mentioned then that I was like I was saving myself for Inception because I hadn't seen it in so many years,
Yeah, right enough. Yeah.
and I was kind of like intentionally not watching it so that when I do go back to watch it, I'll really enjoy it because I'll kind of like not forget like the big plot points and stuff and kind of just like experience it for what it is. That time came this weekend.
Yes.
So what happened was Sunday morning, I wanted to change things up in my living room because the big TV, the 4K TV.
Okay. Yeah.
It was in like the middle room where sometimes when the children come down, they'll be in there and they'll be messing about, and big dirty paw prints, like their hands all over it. Like,
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I can't have that happen on a good TV, man.
It's a very cozy room, though.
It is a cozy room. I
Yeah,
like it.
I like it too.
But
Yeah.
something I had to give, Frank. Couldn't have them kids ruining my TV set.
Okay.
I
So
didn't even know you had kids.
Oh yeah, little Timmy and Bobby, jackasses.
So what'd you do?
So I moved the TV into the big room at the bottom, right?
Oh, right, okay.
Which is like a colder room,
Yeah.
but it's like a more like kind of fancy setup room.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, it
Not
is, yeah.
not used as much. Moved all down there, and I was kind of like, right, there's a lot to be moved here. So I had to move like an Xbox and a PlayStation and a DVD player, and moved everything about. And it was like, fuck it, if I'm gonna move all this shit around, I might as well get it done right.
Yeah.
So I got into fucking proper like OCD mode, and I started like, you know, getting all the wires and all like, you know, neatly put together, taping them together.
Cable management.
Cable management
management.
to the fucking max.
Oh, okay.
So now I have like the 360, the Xbox One, and the PlayStation 3 and a DVD player, all in like one wee unit,
no way.
all set up real nice. I was getting everything to fit perfectly. The DVD player wouldn't fit like in like the main unit,
Yeah, okay.
but I'm so proud of this. It's like just the exact same like height as the gap between the TV
And the stand of the TV?
Yeah, so it
Brilliant.
just slips in the middle of it. It just works perfectly, right? I was happy with all this here, and I was like, that DVD player is also a surround sound unit.
Yes. Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know the one you're talking about.
So
yeah,
then
yeah.
I went
Excellent.
even fucking further, and I started to, because the surround sound is pretty cool, but it's like all wired. So you got these little speakers, and you can put them like, you know, right around the room.
Yeah.
You're supposed to have like, you know, left behind you, and
Yeah.
right behind you, and then left in front of you, and right in front of you, a center one, and a big subwoofer. So I actually went to the fucking hassle, and I wired this shit right the way, you know, along the skirting board up over the door. And
No
I put it to
way.
the back right, and then one over the fucking
Holy
the mantelpiece
shit.
of the fire, and over the back left.
How long did that take you?
It didn't take me that long. Like
Yeah.
the whole thing took me about an hour and a half, 2 hours, right?
Okay, yeah.
And at the
Long
end of it,
enough
I was
to be
Yeah.
I was like,
fucking about with wires.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so I was happy enough whenever it was all done.
Oh,
I was like, right, I need something to test this out on. And I was like, and I know exactly what I'm going to use.
yeah.
Inception, right?
Oh my.
I was pumped
days.
for it all day, and then I had more hassle trying to get it fucking playing
Why?
because I couldn't, because our DVD player surround sound thing is pretty old. There's no way of connecting like the Xbox or the PlayStation like HDMI into it to
Okay.
get the surround sound. So I had to do a real fucking hack. So I had the PlayStation 3, right?
Yeah.
HDMI going into the TV, and then you know the old type thing, the SCART one.
The SCART, yeah.
I had it plugged into the surround sound because apparently SCART can send the fucking
You serious?
the surround sound signal. And I was like,
How'd
all
you-
right, why the fuck not? So
How'd
I
you figure that out? Just Google?
just fucking about.
Wow.
And then my fucking PlayStation 3 controller broke.
I'm not even like.
It didn't work.
I'm not even surprised at that.
So at this point, I was like, fuck, all that hassle getting this set up, and now I have to go back to the Xbox and not get my surround sound after all. It's like, oh, ripping. I was like, nah, can't be done. Took the controller apart. Kind of got it half
Are you
working.
serious?
I got the disc loading, but I couldn't get it like, you know, to the right to play or to the left to
No
play or
way.
whatever it was. And I was like, this is a fucking disgrace. And then just complete chance, I went to like switch to the Xbox with the TV remote. And whenever I hit like source, do you know about this?
no.
This completely shocked me. I hit like I was going to change from like HDMI 1 to HDMI 2, and whenever I did HDMI 1, it wasn't called that. It was called PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, I've never seen that before.
PlayStation 4 does that on TVs now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And then I sort of clicked on it, and it came up, this like little notification. I was kind of like, what the fuck does this mean? And then I realized that the directional buttons on my TV remote controls the PlayStation.
Yeah.
I couldn't
Unbelievable.
believe it. And I was
No,
just like,
never.
Yeah.
this is amazing. This is perfect. Meant to be. So I was like, no bother. I can just hit play now and get going.
Was it everything?
That film held up incredibly well.
Yeah.
And like I know I was hyping it up in my head. I was kind of like not
No,
expecting it to live up to it, but I mean, to start off, because I had like a pizza cooking. you
Oh
know,
my god.
I was waiting for it to get done, so
that
I went
sounds perfect.
put in the special features disc, and it has the full soundtrack there.
That's right. It does. It
So
does,
I
actually,
just started playing the Hans Zimmer score.
Yep.
Mombasa and fucking
Yes.
Dream is Collapsing. All the classics. Man, it was pumping out there. Fucking shaking the house.
And you were busy preparing your pizza,
Mm-hmm.
getting ready for the experience that
Getting
was.
ready for the experience, and fucking just loved it.
Brilliant.
Just completely held up.
Yeah.
Sitting there with a big fucking grin on me the whole
That
way
film
through.
is that
Yeah,
film is
it's pretty good, like.
exceptional.
I fucking love that
Yeah.
film. But
I think it's for me. It's like the last like 10 minutes that always get me,
oh, it is sure.
and I'm just like, oh my god, this film is fucking
oh
incredible.
man, like, but there are so many little bits that I kind of missed. And there was one complete bit that I'd never picked up on before, and I was kind of like, that's incredible. Like, this is like the 4th or 5th time I've watched this, like properly sitting down watching it.
Yeah.
And I've only just noticed that now. You'll love that.
That
You'll
sounds
love
like
that
an
film. Like.
awesome experience. Because you text me and you were like, I'm watching
Yeah.
Inception. And I
I
was
was
like, oh, cool.
It's happening. It's happening.
But had you told me the entire story behind
Yeah.
it,
I was
probably
just so
would have called
proud.
down.
I had the next day off as well, so just chilled.
That's right, that was a Monday.
Yep.
Sunday, Monday. Yeah, yeah. Awesome.
And that, Chris, is the highlight of my week, which may sound fucking cripplingly depressing, but you know what? I had a good time doing fuck all this weekend.
Yeah, yeah.
Well earned.
Did we talk about this before? That there's like a, like it's overhyped. Like doing nothing is overhyped.
Underhyped.
No, did we not say it's overhyped? That like you do nothing, but then you just feel like shit because you've done nothing.
No.
I'm pretty sure we have.
No. Frank, I disagree. We talked about this in the car.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
doing nothing is it's the best thing.
Nah.
After like a couple of days of doing stuff, it's nice just to be able to go, ugh, I have nothing.
Because you, Frank, you do 12-hour shifts.
Yeah.
And then you were like, and then you get like a half day. And I was like, do you feel in that half day you have to go in there and do something? Because
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
true.
rather than working the
No, I got home from work today and I just like stuck FIFA on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if I
Well, that's
wasn't-
doing something.
yeah, but if
And I can
that's
relate
not,
to that.
Well, I
I
don't
can
know.
relate to that too.
I think
yeah.
that's a good way
Is
of
FIFA doing
operating.
something or is FIFA just like chilling?
I mean, you're technically you're doing something.
I know I might shout and like.
I mean, you're
throw
not
fits,
you're
but
not like just coming home and just going and just like curling up in bed like with your phone and just lying there. You know.
Oh no, I couldn't. Do that.
My perfect Sunday.
Oh
No, but-
yeah. Sorry,
yeah,
go on, Frank.
No, as far as if you don't have to leave the house, then you're not really doing anything.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I think that's
no,
the
you
sort of-
see,
Excluding housework.
I disagree with
Excluding
that because
housework.
there's loads that I could be doing inside the house that like keeps me busy, and I'm just like, oh, this is me definitely doing stuff.
But not
Granted,
playing games.
it's
Mhm.
top notch like procrastination, but still.
But we're not playing games. Like you wouldn't consider that doing something. Like
I would, yeah.
I know I'm doing something, but like if someone asks you what'd you do this weekend, I'd be like, oh yeah, just
I play games.
played a couple of games.
Yeah.
Like, did nothing really.
I suppose. What were you gonna say there?
When he said phone, I got a new phone.
Did you?
Ta-da!
Oh my god! Can I
You
see?
can, you may. It's
God.
heavy.
Oh my god! It is quite heavy.
Kind of heavy. Yeah.
LG. Is this the LG that we brought up on
No,
screen?
no. It's the one right before it, the G6.
Oh my
The
god!
G30, I think.
When did you
the
get this?
V30. I got it
Where
there.
is the button? to-
There, your finger's right on it. Your index finger is on it. No, you moved it. It was on it.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, there it
There
is.
you go, sport.
It's on the back.
It's on the back.
That's weird.
Obviously, it's fingerprint recognition,
Mm-hmm.
so mine's not going to work.
No.
But that's a,
Let me
that's
try
a
mine.
Yeah,
That's
that wouldn't look good for my phone if you could open
that's a
it.
story. I'm gonna hold it up to the camera. You can probably zoom in on that day.
I probably can't.
It's a
I'm not
beauti-
going
it's a
to, but
beautiful
I can.
phone.
I can do it.
Well done,
Thank you,
sir.
yeah.
When did you get this?
Got
And
that
where?
on Monday. No, yesterday. Sorry, Tuesday. It came yet Tuesday because my other phone broke.
Oh,
I think I mentioned this on podcast as well. Whenever we were talking about that phone, that LG, because my other phone, my old phone was LG, Nexus 5 X.
Yeah.
And it has this like fairly common boot looping issue where eventually it'll just give up and then continually boot to the like loading screen, shut down, boot to the loading screen, shut down, boot to the
did
loading
that
screen.
start happening?
Yep, that started happening. So once it does that, you can be. There's a couple of tricks you can do. You can put it in the oven.
What?
Yeah, you know like the Xbox 360.
Overheated?
Overheat it, it'll melt the solder. It'll work then for a couple of hours. You can get your data off it.
Did you do that?
Didn't need it.
Nah.
There was nothing on that phone that I was kind of like, fuck, I need to get that off. I was just like, nah. 12-month warranty. I'll send it away. See what I get back for it. Bought this phone off the same crowd.
Nice.
So, I don't know.
How is it holding up so far?
I'm enjoying it quite a lot.
Yeah.
I like it. It's a good phone.
Yeah.
I like that. Look at that there. There's no bevel on the side.
Yeah, it's just flush.
It's clean.
Yeah.
It's clean, Chris.
That's a nice phone.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it
That
too.
is
This guy's had a productive week.
Yeah.
I have
I
it though, but I was just when today at work I was like just going, fuck, come on, like you did some shit this weekend. I was like, right,
Yeah.
I just
Well,
wrote
when you hear
everything
my
down.
week, you'll see that you done something this week.
Yeah. Okay. What was your week?
Yeah, I did nothing.
Nothing.
Week starting from like last Wednesday.
From Halloween. What'd you do Halloween?
Halloween night. Nothing. Just watched a movie.
What'd you watch?
I watched Insidious 2.
Oh, did you?
Oh.
Oh.
Not great.
Not
Yeah.
nearly as good as the first one.
Not well.
I don't think I've seen the second one. I don't think I have.
I don't
to.
think you need to.
No.
You don't need to.
I've seen the first one, and
I mean, it's pretty much similar to the first one.
but the second half of the first one was dire.
Yeah, it kind of picks up from there.
Yeah. It's basically the entire second half.
Yeah,
Of the first
it's
Oh,
like what
no.
was terrible about the first one. Let's make an entire movie out of it,
Oh my god.
and then let's like look back at the first one and use some old clips,
one.
and,
Yeah.
and just pretend like we knew that we were doing it at the time. So yeah,
Yeah, let's pretend that we knew what that plot.
we were going
was
to
all about.
All that weird shit that happened, there was a reason for that.
So yeah, it was
Oh,
awful. But then I watched Thor. Last
Yeah,
week.
Was it on TV last week?
Thor?
Yeah.
No, I mean like the new Thor.
Oh right, yeah. Okay.
I went to cinema to watch it.
At the cinema.
How was your experience? Yeah, because he said he had a fantastic experience. How was your experience, Frank? Tell us. Did you get food?
No,
You get popcorn?
no.
You get water? You get,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
drink?
I got a bottle of water.
Got a bottle of water. Got a bottle of water. That's good cinema going food.
I mean, I'm kind of doing a whole thing at the minute,
Yeah.
and yeah. My personal trainer is Gary Mills. He's great. He's trying to
This
keep
is a
me.
non-paid for advertisement.
But so I'm doing that at the minute. I'm trying to get myself fit and stuff. So, popcorn's just not worth it.
It's so worth it.
It's so worth it.
I don't know.
I didn't actually get popcorn in my cinema experience.
Maybe like a
But
bag of
I still think
M&Ms
it's
if I
worth
was gonna like be a dick and eat. crap.
All right.
Like,
All
but
right.
Bag of
I
M&Ms.
can get that you wanted
What
to be.
kind of M&Ms?
Yellow.
Mm.
Peanut?
Yeah.
My man.
Yeah, that's okay.
My
So yeah,
man.
so that was good. And went out Friday night, had a few beer.
Had a few beer.
Couple of 3
Well,
pints.
actually, that's a lie. I had gin.
That's a lie. I had a pint of gin.
I just was like, yeah, I had a few beers. Like, no, I didn't even. I had gin. So yeah,
Gin because it's lower calorie, or gin because you like gin?
Because gin.
no, yeah, because I was like, I'll drink spirits and it'll be less calorie than beer. And then I ended up drinking it with Fanta lemon, so I'm sure I completely like.
Just cancelled it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But gin, I don't really drink much gin, but I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah. What gin were you drinking?
I think it was just Gordon's.
Yeah.
I mean, do people ask for a specific gin? I don't know. Maybe people do.
White
Yeah,
gin.
no,
I would
no.
ask for a specific whiskey, like so. Maybe
Do you ask for a specific whiskey?
yeah, Jameson,
Yeah. Oh, right.
Most
Okay.
people would be Jameson, wouldn't they?
I would not ask for Jameson.
What would
which
you
your
get,
father
Chris?
would know because he fed me a bottle of it on one of your birthdays.
Oh, that's right. It was his 18th.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Their 21st or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds like that, all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I would ask for, if they had it, MacArthur Scotch. You're looking at me as if you think like, what a
5-year-old.
fucking dick.
I'd be like, if you were in my company when you do that, I'd be like, I'm not with him. That's a separate party.
or Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels.
That's not really a whiskey. That's a
It's more of
bourbon.
a-
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean,
I mean-
if we're splitting hairs here,
Well, I am.
bourbon, mister.
no, I like MacArthur Scotch.
No,
More
a nice,
so.
Scotch.
a nice Jameson, no ice, no
I
water.
I do not like Jameson at all. I can't have it.
I love it.
I can't have it. Or
Put it on your
Glens.
chest. Oh no, Glens.
Glens
What,
is okay.
like vodka
Glens.
or
Vodka.
Oh no.
Yeah, Glens is vodka.
Oh, what am I thinking of?
I really don't know.
What do you call the
What the fuck's wrong with you, Chris?
what do you call the whiskey that's just like a person's name?
Jameson's.
No, there's another name.
Powers?
Jack Daniels.
No.
I think he touched on Jack Daniels.
Yeah, apparently it's just a bourbon, guys. Come on.
Uh,
No, there's another one. Are you sure it's not? Do Glens not have a whiskey as well?
they
It might do.
Yeah.
When
I'm
I
sure
get-
there is a Glens whiskey out there somewhere.
When I
when
get
I-
my
when I-
phone, I'm gonna look this
When
up.
I think of
Shit.
Glens, I think of cheap vodka.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cheap vodka. Yeah, okay. Okay.
Cheap vodka that
maybe
will
I got that
fucking ruin your
incredibly
stomach, by the
wrong.
way.
Maybe.
There's a bottle of.
We should do a
There's a-
podcast where we drink.
Oh, we are. That's the cabaret New Year's Eve night.
Cabaret.
Yeah, we're suiting up, suited and
I think
booted
that's what cabaret means, Chris.
and ready to be executed. No, there is. We're
Doing
gonna
it
have-
live.
Yeah,
Doing it live. We
Yeah.
should. We did the first one. The very first. Oh, it was a.
that was a
That
stream.
was a video.
Yeah.
We did live, but
Might
we
do
were
an
drinking it.
IRL.
IRL stream.
Yeah.
We
That's
should-
an
we should
Irish
drink
stream,
fucking,
right? Is that what
yeah.
that means?
Irish live stream.
Yeah. Anyway, we're a bit off topic. Let's get back. You went to the cinema, then you went out and had a couple of pints of gin. Then what?
Yeah.
Couple of pints.
And then
yeah.
that's taking me up to Friday night. Saturday night, then I just sat in. But
Drank more gin.
I got woke up at 1:30 to go pick my friends up.
Oh, you're,
So-
you're a nice
That's
friend.
fine.
But there was 2 loads.
So woke up at
Jesus.
1:30 to go pick up his friends. Couldn't make it to a 6 p.m. podcast, but that's none of my business.
All right. yeah.
Yeah, go on.
So doing that, it was kept me up to like 4:30, dropping them all home, going to McDonald's twice, that sort of thing.
What?
You are a good friend.
When people are drunk, they want McDonald's.
Yeah, but you
That
don't
was the
have to
drive
take
from there.
them.
I'm a pusher. I like to push things on people.
Oh my god, you're so drunk. You should get McDonald's. What? Oh, I mean, if you want to, I'll go that
You
way.
should use the code Frank5 to get 5% off.
Well, that's none of my business.
What'd you get?
No, I didn't get nothing.
Other time.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh,
Well, the first load I was picked up and there was like 4 of them, and I was like, right,
Chris,
I needed to go to Dungannon because it's like 1:30. and-
unless I'm leaning really far back, this was not a good idea.
No. So I went to Dungannon to get petrol. You okay with it?
Sorry. You went to Ghana to get petrol.
Yeah, and then when I was there, like, Fred the back was just like, "Are we gonna go to McDonald's now? We're here." So I was like, "Yeah,
Why did you
sure."
go to Dungannon to get petrol?
Because there's
He's
nowhere else
pretty
open
close
at
to-
like 1:30 in the morning or
Oh yeah,
2
yeah,
o'clock
true,
at this
true,
time.
True.
So I went to McDonald's, and then I thought, well, when I pick up the next load, and they realized that there was a McDonald's, so I dropped them all
They-
home.
They
Picked up
smelled
the other,
McDonald's
was
from
like
the first load.
McDonald's. Back, dropped them home 4:30 in the morning. Sweet, yeah. Went to bed. And then woke up, played Call of Duty on Sunday, but we'll get into that.
Yeah, we will get into that. I like the way he knew that we'll
yeah.
get into that. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, work Monday, work today.
Yeah.
Pretty much it. Just playing Call of Duty and FIFA.
Nice.
That's it.
I
That's
had
a pretty
a
busy week too, then. Like.
Yeah, I
Don't sell
guess.
yourself short.
Yeah, I mean, he said like whenever you see my week, you know, you're gonna be so disappointed because I did nothing. But
Yeah, we did plenty.
that's a lot. I had a boring week now.
I had a boring week. You know, all I did was
All I did was catch a couple of flights. No, I genuinely had a boring week. I worked a lot this week, and so much so that I have barely touched myself. No, Assassin's Creed.
Oh, I'll do it for you. I mean, what?
Please don't.
that got weird fast.
Assassin's Creed this week at all again,
Originals.
and it's like we're like 2 weeks after launch, and it's like
We are
a week and a half
nearly
after
2
launch.
weeks, nearly 2 weeks after.
Yeah, by the time this goes up, we're 2 weeks after launch, and I have barely looked at that game. Although I have just got into Alexandria. I am actually now 8 hours in. I'm just getting into Alexandria. I'm just getting to level 10. I didn't want to go on and do the quest until I actually got to like the recommended level to do that quest, you know. So I went and did like a load of side quests and just kind of
build up your levels.
just kind of fucked about, just trying to get to grips with the actual game.
It seems kind of like RPG.
Um,
Because like I was watching some Let's Plays and it was I mean like whenever you hit somebody like the amount of damage you do like pops out
pops up.
the number.
Yeah.
And like, you know, obviously you have to level up before you take on missions because it's a recommended level.
Well, I mean,
That
you
seems
don't
completely-
have to. You don't have to. You can go for
Oh
it.
yeah, but you know it's gonna be a lot harder.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because you're not the same level.
Yeah.
I mean that's very like that's straight out of an
RPG.
RPG. Like.
Although, I have to say, I spoke briefly about it last week, saying that the game was great and all. This is probably one of my favorite Assassin's Creeds, if not my favorite to date.
Excellent.
Yeah.
What being your second?
2. Then Brotherhood, then 1. Yeah. But no, this is. I mean, I'll tell you for why. I had an amazing experience of the day, right? So I was heading to Alexandria, and there was like this lake, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna see, you know, what these boats are like. So I jump onto this boat, and I start like sailing out into the middle of this lake, and there's all these like fishermen and stuff. And next thing, there's like this big like barge boat going by, and it has like a load of wood on it. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna steal those supplies. So like dive into the water, and I'm swimming over, creep up the side of the boat, and like I stealth kill this dude, right? Jump up, whip out this big axe, and then start taking them all on. And I was like, right, okay, no bother. Clean them all off the boat. I was like, right, get my supplies. And next thing, all these like other fishermen start like honing in. They're firing arrows, and they're all firing over the top. And I was like, oh shit. So I whip out my bow and arrow, and I'm firing. And then I went to take cover, and I didn't realize that there was like a little fire on the boat. Like they were obviously burning, whatever. And when he took cover, my arrow touched the fire, and next thing I had a flaming arrow. And I was like,
oh, that's pretty cool.
I was like, I wonder. And I like aimed it up in the air, and like after a couple of shots, finally got one onto their boat. and next thing within like 3 seconds, you just seen their boat ignite.
That's pretty good.
And when they dove into the water, they were starting to swim, and next thing you just see these crocodiles just pulling them down under the water.
That is
And I was like, this is unbelievable. I was like, I don't even have to kill these guys. I was like firing like these flaming arrows into the boat. They were diving off, and next thing the crocodiles were just picking them off, and I was
That's
just like,
excellent.
this is so cool. But yeah, barely touched that. Just get into Alexandria, and the game is beautiful. So good. Can't wait for you to actually see it
That's
firsthand
excellent.
whenever we
That's
start playing it.
excellent.
Other than that, played a lot of Formula 1 this week.
All right.
Back into the Formula 1 grind, going for some pretty high up times, so that whenever I actually do get online, I can access the leaderboard. I took a look at like the world leaderboards to see, and I think we're coming in like top 100 with sometimes.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
That's very good.
but like still a long way to go to get
Christopher,
to.
still a long way to go. Still a
Still
long road
way
up
to
there,
go,
Chris.
Yeah. What else did I do this week? Okay, couple of mentions. Myself and Aisling went to Bubba Drew's on Monday to get. Now you seen? I forgot to mention the last podcast. A couple of weeks ago, I said we were going out for breakfast. I sent a couple of pictures into the group chat of my breakfast.
Yeah.
It looked amazing, unbelievable. I had like a pancake breakfast and like a French toast breakfast. It was so good. So we were like, oh, you know, we should go there for lunch sometime. We're like, okay. So we went for lunch, and we got like 2 starters to share. First of all, they were like New York strip chicken fillets, and then these other like chicken fillets called caveman sticks. So it's like chicken fillets battered with like a sweet chili sauce all over it. They were both
Alright.
delicious. Okay, really good. Got a big milkshake with that as well.
Great.
Yeah, and then she ordered lasagna, like the house lasagna or whatever the hell they call it, and I had a New Yorker burger, which was like a patty. So they asked you, do you want 6 or 12 ounce? So I was like, oh, I'll take the 12 ounce, expecting like this pretty big burger. And it came with like this couple of like burgery kind of garnishes and shit. Like, I have never been so disappointed in food in like a long time. Like, this place lived up so much when we went for breakfast. It was unbelievable. But like, so my burger came out, and it was 2 like tiny 6 ounce patties on a burger, and I was kind of like, okay. Like, it was piled pretty high, but like a good 80% of it was just garnish and pickle and, you know, lettuce and shit. And I was like, oh, okay. And next thing, like, I bit into it, and the burger had this real weird fucking herb seasoning shit all over it. And I was like, oh, that kind of takes away from the burger a little bit. And I was like, okay, this is okay. And then I was kind of like dashing, you know, what's your lasagna like? And she was like, it's very like really tomatoey. Like there's like no, like, you know, like lasagna you get like this like white sauce, and, like a cheesy kind of sauce. There was none, non-existent. The mince was really like flaky and dry, and it was just like, oh. So I tasted it. I was like, that's not good at all. Like, also we ordered fries, and then I was like, oh, I'll have the chicken gravy with that, because I was like, chicken gravy sounds so good. I was like, I want a really nice sauce. This was literally stew. Like, they came out with stew. And it smelled like stew. It looked like stew, you know. And I was just like, oh my God, what is this? And like the worst thing was, right? So we waited like between like the starter and main course. Like the girl serving us literally completely forgot about us. Like completely. Like, I was like, oh my God. Took her about 20 minutes to come over and clear our plates, and then we waited about another 15 for her to bring down like the main course or our food. And we were like, right, okay, we're still pretty hungry. Then we had it, and then went up to pay, and it was like 47 quid or something like that. And I was like, holy shit.
Get the fuck out.
I was like, right, okay. And like the last time we went, like we even left the tip and all for the guy serving us, because they were just, like, he was so good.
Yeah.
Now, in fairness, like the girl that first took her order and stuff, she was brilliant. But then the one who brought us down her food, like, yeah, she brought us down like the two starters, and she was like, so the New York strips and the caveman strips, and we were like, yeah. And I was like, I'll take the caveman strips. And she looked, and she was like, I actually don't know which one is which. And I was like, that I had to actually tell her. I was like, that's the caveman strips. And she was like, oh, you'd think I'd know.
Doing good today.
I know. She was like, you'd think I'd know working here. I was like, oh God.
Yeah, we do. We do think.
So we were kind of really disappointed with that meal, I have to say. Like, it was a fucking bizarre meal. What was that?
That's nothing.
What was that?
My phone's on silent, I swear.
But then we met Sinker and girlfriend Sarah in...
All was well.
Yeah, pretty much. We met them in Rushmere after. And I was like just on the cusp of buying a Switch.
Oh yeah.
Like I was so bloody close to buying a Switch. It was like at one point I had the Switch and I was like, I'm just going to buy this. The Switch down. At another point, I was standing in the queue about to purchase FIFA, Wolfenstein, and South Park: The Fractured
What?
Butthole.
Oh,
Then they all went back on the shelf, and I was like back at the Switch, and I was like, oh, you know what? I just gotta wait, you know.
Got
And
nothing then?
ended up, I went home with nothing. I was like, I'll sleep on it. And now I've told you that I'm hoping to get either a Switch or a new television tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Why don't you wait? You should wait out until.
I said I was going to wait. That was my initial plan to wait the Black Friday. I don't think I'm going to get a Switch much cheaper on Black
when
Friday.
is Black Friday?
Third
The
Friday. of
Third
this month.
Friday.
2 Fridays from now.
It just sounds like a.
Black Friday is Saturday,
Halloween?
2 weeks, Frank.
Black Friday isn't really a thing. I don't think it's a thing here, like in the shops. There are some shops who do it.
Yeah,
but-
It kind of is, but the people are like Hollyans.
yeah.
And
No,
it's
you
just.
see, it has calmed
I just
down
do
a
it
bit.
online.
I don't know, has it?
Yeah, no, it has. I mean, a couple of years ago when Black Friday first kind of got big here, remember when Asda were like dropping TVs to like 100 and something quid,
Yeah.
and people were genuinely beating each other to get TVs.
Yeah.
Like from then to now, it's calmed an awful
It's
lot. Like,
tamed.
it's tamed. There still is
You
people.
see,
who-
we're just going on Amazon for your Black Friday.
That's
deals.
it. That's what I mean. That's all I do for
You're not
Black
going to
Friday.
meet anyone you don't want to meet.
Yeah.
You're going to get your
Amazon's
shit.
great.
and you're-
Sorry, I'm trying to get a fucking drink here.
like, I think that's what I'll do. I'll just go on Amazon and buy a whole load of shit.
That's what I did last year. It's probably what I'll do this year. Hoping to buy a PlayStation 4 myself.
See, I'm thinking, I need a console.
Have you got a PlayStation?
No, no, my brother has a PlayStation, but I need something that I can just play when I want.
PS4.
You know, but I had an Xbox One and I liked it. The PS4 I'm getting used to, so now I'm kind of like down the middle now. I'm like,
Yeah. Get a PC.
yeah.
Get a Wii.
Get a Wii U.
Other than that, this week I don't think I've done. I know I've definitely done something. I have big news to tell you, but I'll tell you off podcast because not something I want to mention on podcast just yet.
Oh, intrigued.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you that after.
I'll tell you guys after.
I'll tell you guys later.
It's fine.
Halloween
you guys in a loop.
came and went. Had a bit of a party at the house.
Ooh.
Did not dress up this year.
Oh.
Did you have any gin?
No. Didn't have any alcohol actually. No.
You
no.
crazy humpy.
I don't think I did much else, guys. To tell you the truth. Did I have a McDonald's? I
That's a
might.
strange question to ask.
I was watching you on Friday, and you did.
Oh yes, I did. Pretty quiet week. We had a really, really busy day actually. Because we'll get into this in the main topic. There's no point in me doing this now.
Yeah.
Quiet week, guys.
Oh no, we can't. We've got to do the news.
We're
next.
gonna do the news.
Yeah, that's what it was. I thought we could just segue into the main topic with that.
Segu.
Segwa.
I don't think it's segue. Is
No, it is segue actually. It's spelled segu, but it's
He
pronounced
told me like
segue.
2 weeks ago. He was like, "Oh, it's not segue, it's segu," and I was like, "Oh, okay, so we're gonna
I
seg
said
you."
I don't even think that's how you say it. That's what I said to you. And then I said because it's spelled segu, and then we started saying segu.
Segu is definitely not right. It's like Sego.
Segu.
Yeah, Sega.
Sego,
But,
the kickboxing
apparently
hotel.
it is spelled segu, but pronounced segue.
Oh, okay.
Segue.
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 But remember, just before we get into the news, that if you are listening to the audio version of this podcast on iTunes, on SoundCloud, or on Stitcher Radio, remember you can find the video version of this podcast and all of our other content over at our YouTube page. Just go to YouTube and search for Xite Gaming. And of course, if you're watching the video version, remember that you can find the audio version and take us on the go through any of the aforementioned sites.
That's it. You nailed it.
I think I did get it quite good that week,
You
didn't I?
nailed
This
it.
week. I still got to do one more before we sign off, but I think I'm going to get that one tue. But right now...
You can find us on or Spotify. Oh no, yeah, fuck.
That's supposed to be me?
No.
I'm going to go get my phone before we do the news.
Spotify.
You can cut this out, D, right?
I don't know what that was. Am
Are
I
you
editing?
cutting?
Oh, I guess I'm editing.
Okay, gentlemen, so straight back into it. What news have we read, seen, or heard this week? No takers? Okay, I'll go first. D, remember last week on the podcast I mentioned to you that Argos were trialing their...
Oh yeah, minute past midnight.
Did you hear anything about this?
No.
Well, Argos did indeed deliver the Xbox One consoles at 12:01
Fair play.
a.m.
And 4 people were robbed at 1 minute past midnight, just outside the houses of the places.
No, still in light of today's Amazon UK Xbox One X delivery debacle, it is worth
Debacle.
highlighting Argos's success. So
Didn't Amazon screw the pooch or something? They didn't deliver them on time.
Did they not?
I think that's what the debacle is.
Oh, is it actually? I
Yeah.
didn't know what the debacle was.
I think Amazon fucked up. Or one of them big online
One of the guys that tweeted about it, because this is my news is more or less just a bunch of tweets.
He's not even on Twitter.
He said that he was asking the delivery guy. He said his delivery guy was surprisingly chipper. That's the word he used.
Chipper, yes.
You know, so I guess that means kind of upbeat, even though he's delivering at like 12:01.
Eh.
Asking him how he timed for this whole working thing, and he said he's been sitting outside for 20 minutes.
Yeah,
as expected.
We sort of guessed.
And Argos just sent over its own press release with some cheesy pictures of another satisfied customer. Here's Neil Hart from Wimbledon looking very happy indeed. You see that picture? He looks very happy.
He does look pretty happy.
You see that picture?
Oh, he is happy.
He is happy. Of course, the whole thing was a bit of a PR stunt to promote Argos' midnight delivery trial. The retailer hasn't said how many people qualified for the trial, although the number is likely to be low enough. Argos could have a driver waiting. Likely to be low. Does that make sense?
No. None of what you just said makes sense.
But fair play to Argos, it delivered.
Fair play.
Literally.
Literature. Yeah, that's pretty cool. We didn't expect him to deliver on that at all.
No,
Did you listen to
not
our
even.
previous podcast?
Yeah.
You're fine.
D, as we mentioned, Call of Duty World War II obviously released
In a big fashion.
what, last Friday?
Last Friday night. Friday.
And it has already charted over $500 million in sales in the first 3 days, and sets the PS4 digital day one record.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. Activision announced the Call of Duty World War II sales have surpassed over 500 million during the first 3 days of launch, beating out highly anticipated Thor Ragnarok and Wonder Woman's opening weekend sales. I know they're movies, but still beating their sales.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, my phone has decided. Yeah, nope, no more news.
Your phone's dead?
Yeah, I lost signal, so I was doing that live. That's what I was
Oh,
doing.
you're actually feeding that direct.
I was feeding it direct.
Oh
I'll
my
get some
God.
signal here, and then we'll get back into it.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so the sale figures just fucking
That's
skyrocketed.
cool. I mean, we could talk about that whole fucking patch thing.
Oh, my
That
God.
pissed me off.
Do we
'Cause
have
this
to?
is, Frank was kind of saying to us, like, I know he knows we had issues with it. And basically, our issue with the game was that you could buy the physical copy of the disc, you have it delivered to your door, or go pick it up at the shop. When you get home, you would have had to have downloaded a 9GB patch to play the game offline, online, single player, multiplayer, anything. Everything was locked away behind this patch, which isn't small at 9GB. Which I thought personally, from like the likes of us, is fucking bullshit, because we can't just go home and download that patch. We have to go and make arrangements to get that downloaded.
Oh no, I could. Worked out my 75 kilobyte per second speeds that if nobody in my house would use the internet, and by some grace of the gods it did not crash,
Yeah.
it would have taken me 85 days to be exact to download said patch. In the meantime, Red Dead Redemption 2 would have released.
So yeah,
So
like our internet is utterly shit. But there are other people who don't even have as shit an internet as us, and it still is a fucking nuisance, because like you're talking multiple hours. You thinking you could go pick the game up, put it in and play it, but it's like gonna be like
you see,
half a day.
this is the
download.
thing, D. Like I spoke to a few people about it, and they were saying, that it doesn't really bother me, this whole 9 gigabyte patch. And I was like, no. I was like, look, even if I had the strongest internet, would this be annoying me? And yes, it would.
Yeah,
for the fact that like Activision are rolling out this game here that it's not finished. Do you know what I mean?
This is the thing. The game is finished.
Well, that's what I mean.
The single player is
Well,
on the disc.
It's not finished in the sense that I can't access it yet.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
yeah, it's true.
And like I don't want to pay £40 or £50 to have to do their work. And I know people are like, oh, but all you have to do is press download. It's still doing their work.
Yeah, like
You
it's
know?
stupid. Like, and if the only reason they did it, and apparently it's because they didn't want people playing the offline, the campaign before release day, leaking it onto YouTube or whatever. So they put this patch on so you can't actually access any of it until they say, okay, you can play now.
But 9 gig. Like.
That's big. Like, it should have been like fucking like half a fucking megabyte.
Yeah, we talked about this right before release, and we were like, oh, we'd be surprised if it was anything over a couple of 100 meg.
Yeah, it should have just been a little fucking piece of code saying you can play now.
Yeah.
And then a day later, an hour later, a 9 gigabyte patch.
Yeah.
For all the assets and shit that they didn't put in for whatever it was.
No, they just give us a 9 gigabyte patch and hide everything behind it straight off the bat, which pretty much is the only reason why I've yet to pick up the game.
Yeah. Although, no, Frank,
Yeah.
You have played it,
Yeah, I played
Tell
it.
us.
and you thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, I really like it.
Are you
It's
playing
just-
campaign or are you playing online?
No, online.
Okay, what's it like?
It's just great.
Yeah.
I've literally addicted to it. I'm gonna go buy it. So I am.
Does it feel old school at all? Like old school COD? You know, like
Yeah.
like the more modern CODs, we've seen a lot of like jetpacking, wall running.
Oh no. This is back to old school COD.
Did you play Modern Warfare online?
Yeah, I played.
Is it
yeah.
like reminiscent of that?
Yeah, it's changed in a lot of different ways in the sense that they're trying to make it as old school as possible, but also trying to make it as realistic. So the running and everything. You have to bear in mind, this is World War II.
Yeah.
So
Is it slow?
what do you mean, like to run and stuff?
Yeah.
No, it's not as slow, but you can't just run for the length of time that you could.
Yeah,
You know, But no, you're not slow by any means.
Yeah. Okay.
The guns are all great.
I can't wait. I still
I
look
will
forward to
play it.
playing this game. It's just when I want to get round to buying it, knowing
Like-
that I have to first do work before I play it.
Well, that's it.
Like quick scoping, it's back.
Yeah.
in a big way.
I hearing a lot of people giving out about the lack of maps. Really.
Yeah,
How many
there's
maps
a
are there?
couple. I mean,
It's only 10.
my only grievance
I mean,
is like there's like one like big map to like use a sniper on,
Okay.
and a lot of them are smaller. Where if you run about with a sniper, you're just gonna get killed instantly by a machine
Yeah.
gun.
Unless you're amazing with a sniper.
Yeah, unless you're like a quick scope
Yeah.
360. Whoop. But no, like that's
Jackass.
my only grievance is like there's a couple of there's stars and maps, which they're obviously gonna roll out more maps.
yeah, but they're obviously going to charge as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
probably.
I mean, Modern Warfare 2 launched with 16 maps.
Yeah, I mean that's
And they were all... I love every
They're all
single
really
one of them.
good,
Yeah.
Yeah, like there was a whole range. There were small maps, medium, and
Yeah.
large.
Yeah.
This one you got like one large, a couple of medium, and
Yeah,
more
okay.
small.
But you're enjoying it?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I am gonna go buy it.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
What are you playing on, Xbox or PlayStation?
PlayStation.
Okay, good.
I
Good.
probably will buy it, but yeah.
Will you buy it this week?
Nope.
Good. I want to know when you go to bed, because whenever you go to bed, I'll bed alongside you. We'll just bed together.
And then not
We
play
can do
it.
this together, Chris.
Yeah.
We
Because I
can
don't
do
want you to
this.
go in bed and then you be like, oh my god, I just bought this game and it's awesome. And me be like, oh. You know?
When we do buy it, or when one of us buys it anyway, we're gonna have to get online. We'll get playing it. We'll play with the
Yeah,
community.
yeah.
People out there, real people.
Yeah, that, I mean, I had already said this to like so many people. It's like, oh yeah, see you this
We're-
weekend. We're
we're
gonna be
getting
there.
caught,
You know,
we're gonna
Xite are up.
Yeah.
We're
But that
Did
one
not
piece of
happen.
news just fucked us up enough to say
Yeah.
I don't think I'll buy this day one.
no.
But I'm playing online with my friend, and it's just split screen. The two of
That's
us are
pretty
just
good.
playing split screen online.
Nice.
And
I
two
like that.
snipers. Just like he's pretty good with a sniper. I'm like handy enough, and we're just like watching
Like
each other's backs
Private
and stuff.
matches they got there.
No, like online, proper online split screen.
You can do, yeah.
We're on the one team.
Isn't it?
That's pretty
Yeah.
good, like, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's pretty awesome.
So like
actually.
I'm like he's like snipering, and I'm like just watching his back.
We could do that, Chris. We get our asses handed to us.
Yeah.
That, but
yeah,
can
we
do it.
would. Yeah.
Oh well, we are getting our asses handed. we played a game with like loads of people who were just unreal.
Other people who were unbelievable already. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was a guy who had like more kills than our whole team. Like I think we got like it was like 150 to like 30 or something, and they were just unreal.
That's
Damn.
pretty impressive. Yeah. I mean, I look forward to the campaign itself.
As do I.
I've
think
heard
it's
good
excellent.
things about the campaign.
Yeah.
like, so.
From what I've seen of it already, is that there's no holding back.
No,
It drops you straight in, D-Day, boots in the ground, go.
I think it's going to be very reminiscent of Battlefield 1. Not
Well, yeah, I
reminiscent of
mean,
it, but, you know,
That's
very
kind of
similar
the style
to
they're
it.
going
Yeah,
for.
yeah.
Although I heard that I haven't played the full Battlefield 1 campaign,
Yeah.
and I've heard things about it. Sort of like it is kind of like dramatic and epic, and like really like emotional.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of. But then there are other parts where it's like oh, it's a war game where you're running around, you're invincible, kicking ass.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
But
yeah.
you can't regenerate health.
In COD.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the single player.
Yeah, yeah.
Which
So
I
like
think
where
is-
you used
I think
to
is a
like just
ballsy
like go and
decision.
hide.
Oh, I
you
got to.
You got shot and you went and you hide and you went okay, give it a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
I think it's better that you can't regenerate.
Yeah.
It's more realistic. You're shot and you're like oh fucking.
Wolfenstein is a game I'm playing right now, which is exactly like that.
You were telling me that, yeah.
You have to go keep picking up health and armor and stuff, which I think it definitely
Doom's
works
a
well.
good too, man. I mean, Doom's
Yeah.
awesome.
Same with Far Cry. You have to heal yourself.
But
you
you
know,
regenerate
one-
in Far Cry,
yeah.
though.
a certain amount though.
Mm,
You only regenerate like up to 2 bars or 1 bar.
Do you not
Yeah.
regenerate the whole thing?
no.
Nope.
You have to,
Far Cry 4.
Definitely not Far Cry 3. I don't think Far Cry 4 either.
I don't think so either. Not primal anyway either.
Did you play Primal?
Yeah, I
Was it
hated
good?
Yeah, you hated it? Yeah.
I played it. I bought it and I thought it was gonna be great, and I played it for a couple of times, and then I just lost interest, dropped in and out, but I couldn't get into it.
No, yeah, that doesn't shock me even a little.
No, it just it didn't suck me in like the rest of them.
Yeah.
Even though
Didn't
I'm
suck you
I'm
off,
still looking
it
forward to the next one.
Oh, 5
dude,
looks
5 looks amazing.
incredible.
I
yeah.
cannot wait
But
for it.
Primal
Yeah.
just nah.
Well, speaking of Far Cry 5, I got some news about the Switch.
Of course.
LA Noire, the remaster, right? That
Yeah, but-
dropped. And this is completely bizarre, in my opinion, right? The download version for Switch, and it came out in Switch, by the way. Did you know this? I was actually surprised by this. That LA Noire, because it was a 360
Did not know
PS3
that.
game, and it's out now, Xbox One, PS4, and Switch,
Okay.
which is pretty cool. But the download version doesn't fit on a Switch. So if you try to download this, you can't download it onto the Switch memory. You have to buy a micro SD card to store it.
But it was 2 discs at the time, like, so it doesn't surprise me.
Well, that's it. Like, I mean, it's
I mean, you
something
played
like-
half of it
something
and then
like
you put it in the next
30
disc.
It's 29 gigabyte total, right? Which is massive for a Nintendo Switch game.
Yeah.
But here's the messed up part: the Switch cartridge, and this is the thing. This is the thing that'll piss you off, Chris, and piss me off, Frank. It'll probably piss you off a bit,
Maybe.
not as much. If you buy the cartridge, and you
Don't lick it.
don't lick it
Don't lick it.
because it's bad for you.
It tastes awful, apparently.
If you buy the cartridge and plug it into your Switch, you will then have to download an additional 14 gigabyte
What?
because the game doesn't fit in the cartridge.
That's
It
just
could fit in the
stupid.
cartridge,
I mean,
but it's
Why
cheaper
not
to
make 2 cart?
yeah, why not just put it in 2 cartridges?
They're trying to save money. They can make a 32 gigabyte cartridge. They
I don't
could
know
fit
why
one,
they're remastering it
but they
anyway.
made the cheaper cartridge and stuck it in.
That's crazy.
Like-
I mean, I suppose if they put it in like a 32 gigabyte cartridge, like the price of that the price of that game will then go up.
Well, it would either go up or they'd lose a bit of the margin, but like, obviously they didn't care. They just went for
That is
14
the
gigabyte
stupidest thing I've ever heard.
I actually thought when I read it that they were making a Noire 2. I was excited.
So
Are they making an Noire too?
No, they're not.
It was just this.
The
It's
company
an
that did most of the work on it actually went bankrupt because
Oh.
of was it Rockstar made it?
no,
Who made
wasn't
it? on Noire?
Rockstar, was it?
I think it was Rockstar.
Rockstar, yeah. Rockstar
Yeah,
made it on
But the
Noire.
company that was like making it like with Rockstar, apparently,
Oh
they
yeah,
went
yeah.
under.
Yeah, but Rockstar didn't go under.
No,
No.
they didn't go under. But the the company that made
Do
it.
you know? Just now that we're on this of like size and stuff, that
It's all about size.
Super Mario Odyssey. So you know that
Yeah.
game is absolutely ginormous.
Okay.
What size do you think, like gigabyte wise? Like considering LA Noire is what?
13.
Yeah.
So it has obviously has to be less than that.
Well,
So like what 20?
D.
Correct, less than that. You want me to reveal?
Yeah, reveal
5.9.
5.9. They can get the entire Super Mario Odyssey game in 5.9 gig. I think that is.
Big
I
game.
still think that's incredible.
Just
Well
well
done.
today's age is pretty cool.
So then
Yeah.
why is LA Noire so big?
That's what she said. And I think the reason is because it's like it was a 360 PS3 game, so they weren't like worried about making it, fit in a small cartridge.
Yeah, I know.
So,
But like
and then
even then, when it was 2 disc, I remember like completing it. Like,
I always right. Okay,
it didn't.
this is a weird thing for me, but I always kind of liked having multiple disc games.
I don't
Why?
know. It just seemed to
I
piss
ju-
me
it's
off.
just pretty cool whenever the game said you need to insert disc 2 now. And I
Was
like,
Mafia 2 2 disc?
I don't know. The Mass Effects, the last two and three of Mass Effect
Ah.
were both 2 disc.
I don't think I've played a game where it's 2 disc that I've had to put in another disc.
I think I can remember Mafia 2 at some point saying
Mafia 2 maybe.
put in disc 2. It annoyed
Just
me
for
because
me.
at some point, whenever
Oh.
like the game's like a year or 2 old, and you think, oh, I want to go back and play that,
Oh no, I have.
you can
I
only
have.
find 1 disc.
Oh, that's
You know, and then you're like,
awful. That is
fuck
awful.
sake.
disc 2. I'll just start halfway through. It's fine. Resident Evil 1 on GameCube
2
and
discs.
4
2
on
discs.
GameCube. 2 discs. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Awesome.
know. Just, I mean, it's because I don't have to deal with it today. That's probably why I think it's cool. But yeah,
It's gone.
well, phone's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's disappeared back down
I got it.
the back of the couch. All right, we're talking about Super Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
Is it any good?
I shall segue
Will you segue with that?
through this. It has sold more than 1.1 million units in the US alone, making it the fastest selling Super Mario game ever in the US.
I'm not surprised.
And it has been out, the time of writing, for 5 days.
Fucking hell.
So it's doing very, very well.
I haven't seen any.
There
gameplay or
are
anything.
just over
you
2
not?
million,
Watch it. Please do watch it.
2.6 million Switches sold, 1.1 million Mario Odyssey sold. So
So at least
half of the people who own a Switch have the game.
Yeah.
It's doing pretty good.
It's probably
as
why
we
people are
expected.
buying. Like
Of course,
the Switch.
yeah.
Good marketing.
Fair
Like.
play, look.
That's
Make
why I'm
console,
planning to
make
buy
it
a
a-
Switch, like, you know.
I wasn't. It's still not my primary. I think Zelda is still more so for me.
Zelda always was until I seen this, and now this just looks like the most fun you can have without going blind.
There's not much you can do without going blind.
No, I'm serious. Like, it looks amazing.
It does look like good fun. I still think I'd prefer if you said you can get a Switch today and you can only play one of these games. I'd probably say Zelda.
Yeah.
But,
I still think I play Mario Kart over all of them.
Probably. Actually.
Yeah. Mario Kart's just too much fun.
I was watching some Let's Plays the other day of these guys playing Mario 64, which is a game we need to play. It looks insanely quick.
I finished Mario.
64 for the Nintendo 64.
Like the actual Mario Runabout 64?
No, Mario Kart. Sorry, Mario Kart.
Oh, Mario Kart. Right, okay.
It looks excellent.
Yeah?
Play it. We'll have to do it.
Okay.
'Cause we've done Double Dash, we've done Wii, we've done Switch, so now we didn't need to do.
We'll do a
64.
full like Grand Prix on Switch when I get it, because that's kind of the theme that we go with.
Yeah, that's what we sort of do.
D, have you heard, or Frank, have you heard that Disney are now in talks to buy 21st Century Fox?
Are they?
Yeah.
That's mad. That's a big acquisition.
Now, whether it'll be beneficial to customers is another matter. But according to CNBC, Disney is in talks to buy most of 21st Century Fox. The remaining portion will be focused on news and sports. But the purchase has not yet been confirmed, and rumour has it that the talks have slowed down for the time being, but it does not mean that a conclusion has not yet been reached. These talks have apparently been going on for a few weeks now, and it seems Disney is keen on using Fox's wide-scale international coverage and assets in order to promote its own foray into, and I quote, direct-to-customer entertainment streaming.
Streaming.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Yeah. You might recall Disney's reasoning for pulling Disney films, including Star Wars and Marvel, from Netflix, is that the company wants to set up its own streaming service. Depending on how you usually acquire films that aren't on Netflix, Disney might ensure that their audience has no choice but to subscribe to the service. Disney also plans on adding other networks to their service like FX and National Geographic.
So if they buy, are they getting all of Fox if they buy this 21st
No, they'll just
Century
be
Fox?
majority share owners, so to speak. But like, you know, Fox News and Sports will still be Fox News and Sports.
Okay.
Imagine Fox News presented by like Mickey Mouse.
But apparently Apple, but apparently like Apple are in talks to buy over
Basically, it
Disney.
already is.
So does that mean Apple would then own?
I don't know.
Essentially,
That's
is that
what them talks have been going for a while though.
They have been going for a while.
I don't think Apple will buy Disney.
I think they will. I genuinely think that will happen in like the next 5 years, definitely.
Maybe.
So
Yeah.
why would Disney then go on to buy Fox? Or like
Because Disney will still be their own thing. The same way Fox will
Yeah.
still be their own thing. They'll be trying to make money for themselves, you know. But then obviously Apple will be taking a bit out of the Disney, you know. What do you call that money thing?
Pot. Yeah.
There you go.
oh,
Yeah,
hello,
Tom
Fox
Hanks.
News.
Tim Hanks in the money pot.
I've got a short
Um,
little snippet here, guys, as well. Just to keep things moving pretty quick. Fans fury as Nutella changes color and gets sweeter.
It's no longer hazelnut brown.
That's
Now
right.
these
We're
are
no
all the
longer
real
all
issues.
about gaming. We finally hit rock bottom.
Fuck me.
So the makers of Nutella have admitted to adjusting its formula, and fans aren't happy. The confirmation by Ferrero comes after the changes were noted by German consumer group Hamburg Consumer Protection Center on its Facebook page. It means the spread will be lighter and will also contain more sugar, according to the group. I don't know how. It says the new recipe
More sugar.
contains 8.7% powdered skim milk compared to the previous quantity of 7.5, and that the sugar content has risen from 55.9 to 56.3.
It's a fucking disgrace, Chris.
Ferrero issued a statement confirming that an quote adjustment had been made, but said that many brands regularly make changes. The quality and all other aspects of Nutella remain the same, the company said. Predictably, social media was awash with reaction and opinions, some good, some not so good. One angry ex-Nutella fan, like, how can you be an ex-Nutella fan already? The changes
I
hadn't even been
used
made.
to love Nutella, but not anymore.
Wrote on Twitter, if the rumours of hashtag Nutella changing the recipe are true, I am boycotting them. Another said,
Hold on, whoa. Okay, so this person now declares themselves an ex-fan.
exactly, but yeah.
But they haven't noticed the
haven't
change.
yet. No, yeah, exactly.
So they're saying, if they've changed it, I'll stop.
Yeah. pretty much. Another said, "Why did you change the Nutella formula? How could you do this to us?"
I bet you they can't tell the difference.
Popular confectionery makers frequently draw the ire of the with their favorite treats, recipes, packaging, or appearance are tinkered with. Toblerone, Maltesers, Walnut Whip, and Jaffa Cakes coming under fire in the past year.
But this pretty much just
Jaffa
sums up
cakes are
a first
amazing.
world problem.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
Pretty much.
how could you do this to Nutella? Like, how?
Yeah, they
You did-
fucked us over for
Like
the
you
last
got the Middle
time.
East where like the shit's going down, and like there's people in America going, how? How Nutella?
I know, yeah.
This is an outrage.
Isn't it? No, Nutella's not even that big in the States, is it? No,
I don't know. It's massive in Germany though. You mentioned Hamburg, and they fucking love it over there.
Do they? Yeah.
Yeah, whenever I was
Probably.
there, they sold them in the fucking see like that jar there with our mag
Yeah.
toppers on it, but that size.
Yeah, I've seen people
They're standard
taking them
Nutella,
home from France. The French love Nutella as well.
It's big, it's really big in Europe in general.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
So where does it come from? Is it French? Like,
Ferrero
Ferrero
Rocher.
is,
There you go.
yeah, Ferrero is German.
I have a fucking clue, but
I'm gonna say Ferrero is German, and you can take that to the bank.
some woman has started a petition for Lucozade to revert to their old formula.
I honestly have not noticed a change.
No,
But I
me
probably
either.
didn't drink enough Lucozade to notice the change.
Yeah, I don't. I
I'm the
did
same.
never really drink.
I
Lucozade.
honestly prefer the Lucozade Zero Pink. Have
Oh
any of
my
you
God,
tried
I
it?
love
Zero
it.
calorie.
Yes.
That one, yeah. Have you tried
pink,
it?
I have
pink
not.
Lucozade is
No.
unreal.
Fucking delicious, man. Yeah.
People
Never
look at
had
you
it.
and you're like, so what is pink? Get used to it.
This is who I am.
Fucking dick.
Accept it.
You better be okay with it. Any other news you wanna?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 second. You get it.
Oh, look at he just wants to use his finger recognition.
Oh, wow. Did you get a new phone,
Resident
Dave?
Evil 7 Biohazard sales top 4.1 million
Wow.
for the year so far.
4.1
March.
million for the year.
It's pretty good. Like, although you know,
Mm.
Mario's already got a quarter of that in 5 days. So, like,
So who are we to argue with?
perspective,
Yeah.
like, but that's pretty good for them.
It's pretty good for Resident
For a
Evil.
good game,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah.
Everyone should probably give it a go if you haven't already.
I think I was talking, like I mentioned, the singer there. He's looking to take back into it. His girlfriend's finished it. I was asking her what she thought of it. She enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I think apart from like the last half, she said it was too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand.
that,
yeah.
yeah.
And I hope he feels the same way.
Why?
Because I don't want anybody to really come out and be like, you know what I really enjoyed? The last quarter of Resident Evil 7.
Oh yeah.
Because it was just alright, you know?
Yeah, it was. I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah.
The very end was good though.
The very end was good, yeah,
Yeah.
indeed. Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
There you
will you play it again?
No,
No.
sure, have it.
Yeah. But will you,
Don't own
yeah.
the game.
Have you played it?
No.
No. No. Yeah, so moo point.
It's a moo point.
Anything else you want to add?
Nope, that's me.
No. Do you want to just break into our main topic?
Yes.
This week we're kind of talking a little bit because we were talking. It is November, and the next it is November, and the next holiday, obviously that is coming up for us here,
Thanksgiving.
will be
You
obviously
said
Chris
Thanksgiving.
I did.
will be obviously Christmas, and I mean you kind of have to be blind to miss it here now already. It's already taken
You
over.
blind.
Blind and deaf.
It's already taken over, and it's the 8th of November.
It's the 8th of November.
It's getting, to me, I think, okay, so the topic is Christmas, I don't know, advertising ruining Christmas because it's too early, or do you think it's great, or what
Did
is
it
the
come
story?
too early?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
This is what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
I think it has. I think yesterday I seen 3 Christmas ads.
Yeah.
What was it? It was the fucking
M&S one?
is the M&S one? Is that
With
one?
Paddington Bear?
No.
Have you seen
No.
that?
There's a new one from like it's a very UK, and
Don't call it you like the way.
yeah, no, but that's the brand. But like, do you
We're all
know
about brands.
the ad is the woman like this girl's chasing a present, and somewhere along the line I think a wolf comes and like
Oh
she's like-
yeah, I've seen
yeah,
it.
she's
Yeah.
chasing and she has to go across like what looks like a river with like broken ice on it, and you know the gift gets away from her and she's like, oh, you know that's disappointing. Santa gets the gift. She wakes up and it's beside her.
Okay.
Now, like I might be wrong, but I think they had an ad similar to that, where like presents were like going missing or something,
Really?
and the mum
Oh,
like gives
right,
it. She
okay.
wakes up and the mum's like giving it to her. So I think it's quite lazy because what they've done is they've just reused an ad, put Santa in it, put snow on it, and it's
Fucking
like
lazy.
you know, fuck off. Like you can't,
Yeah,
just,
you know.
you can't just slap Christmas on something and be like, here, this is.
I mean, in recent years, the whole like who's gonna have the best Christmas ad is really taken off.
I
hasn't it?
couldn't give
John
a
Lewis gets
fuck.
it every year.
No, they
Who
do
you-
not.
Wow.
the best
Oh
Christmas
yes.
Man,
Okay.
no, they do. Last year's John Lewis ad was Xite.
The boxer.
Was that the dog on
Yeah.
the
Do you know what,
trampoline?
boys?
Yeah.
That was absolutely god awful.
There is a serious problem with the world whenever we're all saying which is the best ad. Ads are the things you're supposed to skip. You're
Yeah,
supposed to skip ads.
but
no,
I mean,
you're
like,
not supposed to skip ads.
Oh, yeah, huh?
I mean, these are the in
But
fairness,
we're all like
a
getting
credit to these
fucking
ads.
hard about the next
No.
big Christmas ad.
But
Yeah.
people work hard on ads, and some of them are good, so you shouldn't just
That's what I mean.
skip
Like,
them.
Yeah,
it's
some of
the-
them
no,
are
but
good.
you see, look. These ads, like a lot of work do go into them, and they do. They're excellent for what they are, but they do not need to come on our televisions until the 1st of December.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, I
know
was
what I mean?
speaking like as ads in
You know
general.
what I mean?
But yeah, Christmas ads should.
I
fuck
seen
off, like.
the Paddington Bear, the M&S, their attempt at Christmas ad. Yeah, like it honestly, just awful.
Awful.
Yeah, I mean it's
I haven't seen it now.
it's Paddington Bear. There's not much good about that.
Paddington Bear's
But
pretty
he's
big
going.
over
He's
in
getting a
England,
film
though.
out.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
Isn't
know.
it? So,
Well,
I
it's
mean-
another film.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
another
a
film,
couple
but
of
like
those
it's
now.
just
People love that little bear. I don't.
That little bastard.
he's Peruvian, and I
My number one complaint.
I just
he's
don't agree with
Peruvian.
it.
I mean, no, like it's obviously where I work. Before we even had Halloween over us, we were launching the Christmas stock.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is truly
Too far.
taking away. Not only is it taking away from Halloween, because we talked about this, the Halloween, you kind of said that Halloween you feel is getting bigger and bigger,
Yeah.
whereas
yeah.
I kind of just feel that it's dying a death. You know, it's just
Yeah.
getting to the
By
point.
Christmas, like sort of encroaching on it.
That's it. Like it literally goes from summer's over, Christmas. I do think like within like the next bloody 10 years, like we're gonna see like a hell of a lot more Christmas, you know,
Earlier.
advertising and all that. I mean, who was it in August in Dublin? Was it Arnott's or somewhere like that there? There's always someone in Dublin.
Oh, we do
In
it early.
August, they have their Christmas display open.
Yeah.
I'm like,
but they just do that for a cheap.
obviously
fuck.
they just do it.
Controversial.
Controversial
People talk
move.
about it, and
Yeah.
yeah, no
it's-
publicity
yeah.
is bad, that kind of way.
That's the number one thing to make me not go into a shop.
Exactly. Like I
Just to see Christmas shit up too early.
I mean, do you know, Dee, that there's trees up around our way already? Christmas
I've seen.
trees
Yeah,
up,
Mummy was telling she's seen a tree up.
but I know see
Don't know
Halloween
why.
as like a line.
November.
And,
What?
like Halloween is like the line before Christmas,
Exactly.
and as soon as you go over Halloween, like we were talking about this earlier on, like life now is just Halloween, and then as soon as Halloween's over,
Christmas.
Christmas is shoved in your face.
yeah.
It's like you're not even ready for it. You're just
Don't
like,
get
"Oh,
me
Halloween,"
don't get
and
me
then-
wrong. I absolutely adore the Christmas season. I love
I hate
Christmas.
it.
I love the build up. I love the time. I love from especially like the day before Christmas Eve to, you know, a couple of days after Boxing Day when all the big hype is around it. I love that. I think it's excellent. But like it starts with me, you know, like first, second week in December. It does not have to start.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. I like it. Like I like all those things. You know, concentrated.
Yeah.
Within a couple of weeks.
Yeah, exactly. It does
Not
not
stretched out over 2.5 months.
No, because like as I was saying to Ashley today, and she was kind of saying, you know, it always gets to the point where it's built up so much that you get so excited for it, and then it's like, oh, but I still gotta wait like 4 more weeks, and it's like, oh, and then at that point you're just kind of like, oh yeah, it is Christmas. Yeah,
Only 50 more 1 weeks to Christmas.
exactly. You know what I mean? It's just like,
Like, I
oh,
hate Christmas.
do you?
You
I
hate
do.
Christmas.
No one hates Christmas.
I do. The Grinch hated Christmas.
I know, yeah, but look where that got him.
I relate to that guy.
Do you not like Christmas?
I don't see the appeal of it. I mean, what is it? Only, you know, like a Christmas dinner.
Yeah, no, but
I
it's
mean,
more.
whether
It's like
there's
kinda
Christmas
like
or not, the
whole-
snow still falls.
I suppose,
It's
yeah.
the whole
Like-
buzz up to it, though. It's the
Mm.
whole
I
kind
don't
of
know.
like
I
people
don't
are
like
just
it.
happy. People are just happier up coming up to Christmas.
Are they though, or are people just
People
more
are
like stressed?
stressed coming up to Christmas.
Fuck, I don't know.
Fighting
People
over
wish you
silly
like Merry
things.
Christmas and Happy
Yeah.
Christmas on the street.
Yeah, but they don't really mean it.
I
They're
know
just
they
like,
don't, but it's kind of like
it just takes away from hello. Instead of saying hello, you go, oh, Merry Christmas.
But
But
you don't
people
say
don't say
on the
hello on
street.
the street, do you?
It's like
You
kind
know?
of if you sneeze in the street and someone goes bless you, you're like, oh, thank you. It's
I've
like
never had a
it's like
random
that.
person
Only
say
like a
Merry
lot
Christmas.
more of that's happening.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
are like, all right, how you doing? Oh, sorry, excuse me.
Like,
Oh,
I
sorry.
adore Christmas. I just don't think we should be bloody advertising it 8th of November
Yeah,
already.
and I think the more and more that this shit happens, the more and more I hate Christmas.
Yeah, it's not going to help
Yeah,
anybody.
exactly.
You know,
it's
like-
kind of.
In that
It's
way.
not that it's like destroying it or what. It's just kind of. It's taking the fun out of
It's
the whole.
destroying the soul of Christmas.
I think 1st of December.
Jesus Christ.
Let's go.
The
You know?
1st of December, yeah.
Christmas month. You know, December is Christmas month. like do whatever you want then, put up your trees, play your Christmas music, blah blah blah. Like, see if I start hearing Christmas music being played in shops, which I have.
It's already
done,
happened, yeah.
but I haven't, been into a shop. I've walked
Yeah.
past and kind of, but if I start hearing Christmas music being played throughout shops, all throughout like November, who's to say in a couple of years it's not going to be bloody October?
I'm seeing it though. I don't think it'll ever breach Halloween.
It can't, and that's my point. Is that Halloween's the line?
Yeah. It's
Halloween's
kinda
the
like a
lane, but it's
wall,
literally the next day.
Like, yeah,
Yeah,
I know,
it
but
is,
yeah,
Yeah.
but it's
But
still
it
the
is
line.
the line. I think it'll make it more intense. On November 1st, might be more like push of like Christmas is here now because Halloween's over.
Yeah.
But I have a notion, right, that people are getting more and more sick of this whole Christmas coming early crack. I think it'll die down a bit in the next couple
I
of years.
hope so.
I hope Christmas dies.
Okay,
Jesus
I
Christ.
don't hope that.
No, I hope it fucking.
Like, have your Christmas day, like, but don't.
no,
shove it in my
I'd
face.
like a good Christmas, like a good 3 weeks of Christmas.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
2 weeks before and the week of and after.
The build up to me, the week build up to Christmas is the most exciting
Yeah,
by far. Especially, I suppose, like we have younger ones in the house as well,
Oh, yeah,
and it's
that's
that
good
whole
too,
thing
like,
as well.
yeah.
And it's just like, the excitement
like.
and
Maybe when I have children, maybe I might like
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Little Timmy and Bobby.
I mean, it's
love
up
the
to,
Irish.
it's up to you to bring the
Lighten
fun like to
Yeah.
Christmas then, So
But
that's,
at the minute, it's just
Excuse me.
it's just a waste of time.
I
Do you not have like a big old family session at all at Christmas though?
We do, but my family have sessions throughout the year.
Yeah, I suppose.
like yeah, Christmas is an excuse to have a session, but so Saturday night.
I suppose like
You know what I
we
mean?
just I don't know. Christmas
me,
just
like-
always feels like at their time. It's like you'll
Yeah.
be seeing all these people again, and
yeah.
you'd be happy to see them. Whereas sometimes you'd be like, "Fucking
Oh.
hell, this."
Yeah, I know. Like if you just seen them on any given Sunday,
Mm.
it's just like, yeah.
It's kind of like, oh, I actually had shit to do.
Yeah. And people buy like, Christmas clothes and people dress
Yeah.
up and it's like, people just make an effort.
Yeah, but I feel the same with summer. People like dress up in summer wear. I mean, it's brighter at night. I just
Yeah, I'm not one of these.
You can sit at the
most
back and have a
people would say
drink. You
this,
can't do
like,
that in winter.
about summer, like enjoying the heat and the longer nights and kind of just it being sunny and pleasant. And I'm like, I do like that, but Jesus, I love winter as well.
So do I.
I love when
Although-
it gets cold and dark and you can go into like a nice warm house.
Yeah,
Warm,
and then you light
yeah,
the
yeah.
fire, and then you have to like leave the living room because the fire gets too hot.
Yeah.
You know, like, That's just all
It's like,
inside.
oh my god, it's so hot.
Yeah, like it's
This house is too well insulated for
Too good a
world
shape.
problems again. Oh my god! and now
open
my
a window
now
and
my-
let some air in.
Yeah,
What's that
this
doing?
room is too warm, and now my Nutella is too sweet.
First world
My
problem.
life.
Yeah, but as we say, it's coming.
Like,
it is.
I'll probably be working Christmas Day.
Would you work? Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, if you
Yeah.
Probably
not
will.
on
Like,
Christmas, like.
yeah, I mean,
We need people like you though, Frank.
I genuinely
Serve us on
do
Christmas
think
Day.
that everywhere should close early Christmas Eve, and no one should open again until at least the day after Boxing Day. That should just be nationwide, worldwide, whatever.
yeah, but I work in a care home.
But like that is what it is.
So you can't-
A
it.
lot of places open Boxing Day now.
A lot of
Oh my
places
God,
open
everywhere
Christmas
opens
Day.
Boxing
But,
Day.
like,
That's
you
the
should have-
start of
you're-
January
you're-
sales,
You have
basically.
that choice, like.
Yeah, I know, but I just don't believe. I think everyone should just stay indoors until at least the day after Boxing Day. I mean, there's people who will literally, they're up first thing Boxing Day morning. They're at the doors for the sales, and you're just like,
Do
Christmas
you mean
was
the people
literally
shopping or the people running the shops?
running
Both?
the shop. Well, both, I suppose.
Because I think it's pretty handy having someone like say you, Frank, who's like happy enough. I'll work Christmas Day, get your fucking double pay or whatever.
I understand that people
And like
need
you know,
to do
like
it.
I don't know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a family wakes
Yeah,
up
but
and
a
they're like,
care
all
home
these
can't
guys,
close
no
on
batteries,
Christmas.
shit. Let's go up to the
Mm.
local here and see if there's any.
You know,
anyone
so
around.
like, I mean, it's not like I want to be working Christmas or anything, but I mean, people.
Is it just another
the-
bank holiday to you though? Like like I don't want to. No one wants to work a bank holiday, but
Well, I enjoy my Christmas dinner and like the session in the evening. So like, if I'm working 12 hours, 8 to 8, then I'll come home at 8 o'clock. There'll still be a session.
Yeah, okay.
Like
Yeah.
to me, that's Christmas. As you said, all like the family coming over,
yeah.
like having a drink that night.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like I'm gonna
Having a
wake up
crack,
to
like.
like any like nice presents or anything, from Santa. I'm
Yeah.
24.
Yeah. And you're a
You know,
dick.
Yeah, and
You're not
just,
getting any
you
good
haven't been
presents,
good all
Frank.
year.
No, I have been a dick.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I mean,
I still get a postcard from him. So
I'm super
Just
excited
share.
for it.
just
I can wait.
yeah.
I seem to be in the
prefer to wait.
minority that can wait.
Yeah, I'd prefer to wait. Like
Yeah.
remember being young and not being able to wait.
Yeah.
But like
That's fair
if
enough.
you're someone who if you're a grown adult, like you can wait and you should
Of
wait.
course you can wait. You know to wait.
For the benefit of your own children, you should wait.
When
because
would you put up your Christmas decorations in your house?
probably like the second week of December?
Yeah.
Second week of December.
Yeah,
What about you?
I think even that's late.
generally. You think that's late?
End of November.
I used to always say to mommy, like when I was young, yeah, 1st of December, we're putting it up 1st of December, let's just start going. I was like, Yeah, of course we will, And then the 1st December's on like a Wednesday. We'll do it this weekend.
Yeah.
And then that weekend comes and goes, and then the
Yeah.
next sort of week, right, we'll
Okay,
get...
we better put these up
Yeah.
now. I think we're normally like
But
the
it-
first weekend in December.
But I
We'll
suppose,
get our tree in anyway. Yeah.
like, no matter how much other people shove it down your throat, Christmas doesn't actually start until your own house is decorated.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's it though,
I mean,
yeah.
if you don't
You know.
decorate your house to Christmas Eve, that's when Christmas starts.
Yeah.
Like,
Christmas doesn't really start until you see the Coke Christmas ad. That's a fact.
Fuck
I
me.
hate that. I fucking
Yeah.
hate that.
I
the
love the ad,
cornflakes ad?
right?
Nah.
It's like all them good ads, but I'm not a fan of this whole, like, it doesn't start until you see this ad because it's a fucking ad.
You know, people say
It's
that about
designed to
John
make
Lewis
you
ad.
buy things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but whoever goes to John Lewis, I mean, like, I know lots
I
of
know,
people
like-
that sit here and wait for the John Lewis ad, but is there even a John Lewis in Ireland? I couldn't even tell you.
No,
I know there's one in London.
and I sure as
Yeah.
hell wouldn't go to it.
no, neither would I.
Yeah, but it's one of them shops that you go to and you can
Shaps.
literally
Shaps.
you
One
can-
of those shaps.
one of them shops. But it's got it's kind of like a dab. You know, you can just go into the shopping for everyone.
Yeah.
If you were loaded, you know.
There's
you
one in
just,
Belfast, isn't there?
is
John
there a
Lewis.
John Lewis?
Is there?
I
I think
don't
there
know.
might be.
It's like
There's a Debenhams, and that kind of the
I
same
mean, you
thing.
can do that in a pound shop too.
Yeah, and it's you get a lot more.
Yeah.
It's
More
like, I
bang
can have
for
that,
buck.
and that, and that, and that.
I know, I see your point, like, but
Yeah.
Question:
You can
Go.
also do it in Argos.
would you rather get for Christmas? Would you rather get one big present, or a bunch of small presents?
A bunch of small.
Bunch of small, Frank.
Oh, it actually it depends.
Oh, now
like,
we're
what's
going.
the like? I mean,
Now
would you
we're
rather
cooking.
get like? Oh, I don't
What are we
know.
talking? Are we talking like a big present, like like
£100 on one present, or £100 on multiple presents?
or £100 on
10
say,
£10
10
presents.
presents? Oh, I'll take the 10 £10.
There you go, Frank.
Yeah, I did the same because I get bored.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I
I'd be
think
bored
I
of one
enjoy
present.
unwrapping presents more than presents.
yeah. I do you prefer giving presents or receiving?
I used to.
I'm a giver.
Same.
I never understood before. Like, you know, like, of course I want to get the present. Like,
Yeah.
who feels good about giving it? But now, yeah, I am much more.
I
much rather
understand that too.
Get a
yeah.
good present for someone. Like, be like,
I can't wait to
them
see
happy
you.
to open it, like,
yeah,
I'd
yeah.
Did I
Exactly.
ever tell you the Christmas story about my older brother and the present I got him?
No.
And so basically, I was feeling pretty big balls because I was doing my A levels,
Yeah.
just done my GCSEs, and so my big brother anyway, he was working away and that was a grand. So I bought him a wee present for Christmas just to be a dick, and it was a grow a degree, and one of these small things you put in the water and it grows.
Yeah.
So I gave him that for Christmas, and he unwrapped it and he seen it and he was like, "You're a dick." I was like, I know. When I'm doing my A levels and I'm going to go to uni and get a degree, and that was fair enough. So anyway, I end up repeating AS. Met you guys, but so we went back to TAC,
Fuck.
and he done a 1 year course, you know, to get the equivalent to 3 A levels, whatever. Next thing, he's in London studying law, and I'm in McGee studying advertising at the same time. So I repeat first year, just drinking and fucking about. Well, he's over in London, like fucking, you know, legally blonding it, like.
I'm using that as a fucking noun
Yeah.
from now on.
So then he
Oh,
graduates the year
Yeah, I
before
think
me,
it
then, because I repeat first year, and that's grand. And at his graduation, you know, like we've forgotten about this grow a degree thing, and
except he hasn't.
he's got his degree, his real degree. We'll go out for dinner, and he hands me the grow a degree.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
There you are, Frank. If you ever happen to finish your degree,
that's brilliant. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
but yeah, that bit me in the ass.
That's
So be careful with the presents you give.
that's a nice Christmas story. I like that.
That is, yeah, that's a true Christmas story.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the wee dick, you know, gets his comeuppance.
Little Timmy, no soup
Way
for
to
him.
go, Kevin! Got your degree. Not you, Frank.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, you are a wee dick though.
I wasn't.
Grow a degree.
But it motivated him. I like to believe.
Yeah, right. No, if he may never have
Yeah.
went and done that without your
Yeah.
your little
Without your
joke.
guidance of grow a degree. No, I think
he did. He grew a degree.
He literally
He did it.
And
He dreamed. He
I
believed.
squandered
he
2 whole
achieved.
years over him.
Yeah.
Like I had a 2 year advantage.
yeah, you did. Like, yeah.
But did you both graduate at the same time? or
No,
did
no, he graduated
beat
before
you?
me.
Oh, right.
I was like in final year. He graduated. And I was like, fuck, just because I was like messed about and drank in first year and fucked about.
Oh,
God
well.
damn, Frank.
I know.
No,
I'd do it again.
I think we're gonna
I
have a
would do
lot
it
more,
again.
obviously, Christmas discussion as the weeks go on, as we draw near to the big time.
Yeah, like,
Were
are we
you
part of the
kinda-
problem?
Yeah, we're part of the problem.
Like we're talking about Christmas on the 8th of November. Like, are we part of the problem?
Yeah, maybe we are.
Like,
now
Maybe
we're
we
gonna
are.
be pushing this, and we're gonna be tagging it. And fucking
inadvertently,
hashtags
we're
everywhere.
advertising Christmas.
Christmas.
John
Yeah,
Lewis,
maybe
buy
we
gifts.
Be sure to stay tuned for our Christmas ad.
Smoke.
as well.
Yeah, right enough. The Xite Gaming Christmas ad. No, yeah. Remember that if you are listening to the audio version of this podcast, you can find the video version to see our three beautiful faces sitting around our beautifully decorated set. Just head on over to youtube.com and search for Xite Gaming. You will see all of our other content too, including a Crap Your Pants edition of PT. You will see D's latest from Wolfenstein 2. What is the
new Colossus?
The new Colossus. You will get some Switch gameplay in there. You'll get some mini-sodes if you want to just take a nice short podcast on the go. Or you can just, peruse. I think
Peruvian.
Paddington Bear.
Peruvian.
But yeah, and then remember that you can also take the audio version with you wherever you want to go. I'll not do the whole bath thing this week because every time we do, we get into a conversation about baths.
Yeah.
But you can take us to the bath. I'm just saying that's what it's there for.
That's what
Use it. Thank me later. It's fine. Gentlemen, any other thoughts this evening? Thor Ragnarok.
Oh yeah, we meant to talk about it.
Yes.
Let's touch on it, Frank. What did you think?
Let's delve into this discussion.
How far are we in, Chris?
We're 125.
Right. We'll finish around 150.
Yeah.
Me and Frank are going to take this.
All right, let's wrap this up then. What did I think of it? Do you want me to be brutally honest?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the movie. It was something that I got through it, and it was good. I enjoyed it. Story lacked.
Yeah.
Big time, but that's a theme with Thor. But lacked. Jeff Goldblum, did he need to be in it?
It almost when I first seen Jeff Goldblum, I was like, "Oh, Jeff Goldblum."
Well, I thought he was just gonna be like cameo type, like he was sort of a cameo.
It was almost he was too much like himself.
He was just himself.
He just was himself.
Jeff Goldblum plays Jeff Goldblum.
Hello. You were like psyched to see him at first, and then you were like, "He's just himself."
And it's like, am I watching like a Marvel movie here, or like what's going on here?
It felt,
but the audio. Enjoyed it,
man. That was the first thing I said. I sat down. I was sitting beside.
I've heard they've taken like a big inspiration from Guardians.
It's kind of 80s, but it's also kind of like synth wavy, retro-y kind of.
Oh, okay.
Like
weird
Blade
music.
Runner,
Vaporwave? Did you say? Yeah, is what you said? Yeah.
Blade Runner.
Yeah. I said Vaporwave. Completely different thing.
Vaporwave.
Vaporwave. Yeah.
Vaporwave.
Completely different thing. But yeah, it's kind of like that kind of synthy kind of track, which I am. At the minute, I'm listening to a lot of. I fucking really like that.
But I'm all about it.
Can I poke a hole in this that I was talking about?
Do it.
And I don't. Yeah, I'm just gonna go.
Do it.
Right. So we all know the Hulk's in it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
He's in the ad. How is he able to breathe in space?
The Hulk. I'll tell you why. When does he breathe in space?
When he's in space.
Which part is that?
Like the whole movie.
But sure, they're all in space. But
Thor's
from Asgard.
Yeah, but they're on our planet.
So that means he can breathe on it.
I think because they're all
he goes to two different planets.
He does. I guess.
And he's not only. It's not like he's a Hulk. When he's a Hulk, he's different.
To be fair,
he's Banner at like both planets.
I think no, because even whenever he's not the Hulk, he breathes and he's fine.
Yeah, that's my point.
I think that the planets just must have like breathable air.
Well, yeah, but I don't think they touched on it. I don't think they like.
At
any point they were like, "Oh, how can you breathe?"
I mean, to be fair, all of the aliens in this film are human beings. Like they don't even bother trying to make them look like aliens.
Ah, okay.
They're just humans with like face paint.
Oh yeah, okay.
Basically, all of them, aren't they?
Well, no, there's a whole lot of aliens. Whenever you get to the
sorry, yeah, obviously.
What do you call the guy from South Africa?
Is he? I thought he was New Zealand.
I thought.
Hey,
South Africa.
I thought it was South African.
No, I think he's New Zealand. Because I tell you why. Because the guy who directed that,
what I mean,
he is from New Zealand, and he did. Do you ever see that film, What We Do in the Shadows?
No.
Have you ever heard of that?
Yes.
Have you?
Yeah.
A very good film.
You haven't heard of it? So I have. Don't sound so astounded at that.
Just the way you said it, you're like, yeah.
No, I have. Yeah, of course.
Basically, that's my only hole I poked in it.
Basically, I mean that's fair enough. Like,
it just annoyed me because I don't think they touched on it, and I'm like, do they want us to just believe that?
Is it
like the same atmosphere as Earth, or?
Yeah.
Is it a funny movie?
It is an all-out comedy.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's not an action film.
At no point was it an action movie.
It is. There's action in it, but it's a comedy film with action.
Okay.
Just like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. No, I'd even say Guardians is even. Well, no, Guardians is pretty comedy.
Whereabouts would it come on on your list of Marvel movies? Does it even get up there?
See, this is the thing. On my list of Marvel, it doesn't get. It is pretty good, but not very high.
There's no story to it.
Is it better than Guardians? No, okay.
No.
Not. I don't think it's better than
So
either.
it's,
of the
yeah, it's not
Guardians,
even a good Guardians, and it's not even a good Marvel movie.
But it's a
In
good.
its own right, it's a good film to watch.
It's a good comedy film.
Yeah, okay.
But
It's a
like,
bad Marvel film, but it's
Yeah.
a good. If it was no Marvel and it was just Thor, right? No cinematic universe. It's a good film. It's the best Thor film. My
Is that
opinion.
really hard to do?
yeah,
I
I liked the other two ones, like,
Yeah.
but they didn't blow me away.
Yeah.
This one actually, they went for a style in this one and they nailed it.
Yeah, okay. I'll
And
give
that's
you
why
that.
I enjoyed it so much. But yeah, it's hilarious. It's so fun. There's so many bits. where you
Yeah,
just
there's
be
so many
laughing
laughs in it.
out loud at it, and you're like, "What film am I watching?"
You
But you know,
lol.
every other Marvel film has like substance to it.
Yeah,
Something that you're watching and you're like waiting on. This movie, I just like I was laughing away and it was good. But at no point did I like be like, oh,
No.
what's gonna happen next?
Like
Yeah,
there's deep.
yeah,
There's deep bits in it that are meant to be deep and emotional,
Yeah.
but aren't.
Yeah.
And you don't even care that they're not because you're just waiting for the next joke.
Yeah.
But
Or
it's
the
fair
next
enough.
action bit. There's a
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
action in it.
And they're pretty.
A lot of good
it's-
fight
it's
scenes
pretty
and
good
stuff.
too.
How was your actual experience? Because you went back to Monaghan.
Yeah, we didn't go IMAX this time,
Yeah.
but it was a good screen. It was a good cinema. It was grand.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
A good crowd. It was a very quiet crowd.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. Big crowd knew it?
No.
No.
I
All
don't think it's
males
doing
with glasses.
tremendously well. What'd you say?
All males with glasses.
Yeah, yeah.
Was
I wore contacts. Yeah, I was not part of that crowd.
nice.
There was a guy behind us by himself, which I thought was unusual for cinema. But I do not judge that person because I've done that once in my life. as well.
I would happily go to the cinema. Ashleen thinks this is weird too, but I would happily go to the cinema by myself.
It is weird.
I would do it if
I
I,
don't
if I
think
knew I
that's
wasn't going to get
weird.
judged.
yeah,
I
did
mean,
it.
I don't judge other people, but I feel like if I went to my own, someone would probably go, "Oh, he's
Yeah.
here by himself,
Good man, Chris. Chris just broke his mic stand.
wheelchair."
But yeah, no, I
He's gonna hold it and pretend like nothing happened.
yeah, I would happily go to the cinema by myself.
I went to the cinema myself to see Guardians actually because I I was going to Belfast to meet with my dissertation supervisor.
That's right. Yeah.
And he emailed me the night before saying, "Oh, I have to cancel our meeting tomorrow," which I did not read this email until I was walking up the steps to the building,
Oh my
and
god.
I was like, "Fuck!" So I checked the timetable for the trains, and I had an hour and a half to kill, and I was like, "I'll go to the cinema here and kill an hour and a
yeah,
half."
yeah.
And went in to see Guardians by myself. It was nearly empty, and because it was sort of out of season, like there was a couple of people by themselves. There was an old fella.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think was doing the exact same thing as me. He had to like wait on somebody, so he killed an hour and a half.
Yeah,
going to the cinema
And
for
there's
2 hours.
absolutely nothing wrong
Yeah,
with
that's fair
that.
enough.
But like whenever I was there, I was like, I noticed this guy, and I was like, that's cool. I did that. I've been there. I understand.
Yeah.
But I know, right? That people were judging him.
No, I don't think that's a weird thing at all. I mean, you're going to watch a movie.
That's
It's
it.
it's perfectly acceptable.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, remember I told you that Ashley and I booked tickets to see the Pokemon movie?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we did not get to go.
Why?
I had to work.
My gosh.
I actually had a training day at work. Like it was. I thought I was just going in for like, you know, like basic like health and safety training, shit like that. Turned out to be like a conference call with like one of the heads that were like running through the entire like health and safety protocol, and then like the protocol in the run up to Christmas and all this kind of stuff. So weird. Wasn't expecting it at all. Kind of everybody sitting around this one big long white table with like a face on a board at the other end, and everybody sitting drinking coffee. And I was like, this is weird, but I should be watching Pokemon right now. But yeah, I didn't get to see it, unfortunately. And then we didn't actually know that Ashley was going to be off on the Monday, so we could have booked on the Monday,
But you didn't.
and then didn't until we actually met Sinker and that in Rushmere, and it was like, oh yeah, it was playing today. I was like, oh yeah, we could have booked tickets. I forgot. So unfortunately, that one off we did not get to see. However, I know Craig Avon Omniflex are showing Stand By Me soon, if anybody's interested.
Pretty cool.
Okay, I can dig it.
They don't do that much here, showing old films.
No, but I would happily go and see Stand By Me.
Yeah, some movies a killer film.
Also, just speaking of old things, did you know that on this day,
What that
This-
hold?
on this day, 11 years ago,
Yeah.
Gears of War was released.
The original.
The original.
11 years old. My
11
God.
years
On this day, on the 8th of November.
8th of November.
There you have it, folks.
There you go.
I can't believe that.
That make you feel old?
I'm pretty old.
I
But
still
I
remember-
remember being quite young and quite giddy and like happy whenever I first
I remember
got Gears.
watching. That means it's 11
So,
years
pretty
from
long
the
time
Ona
ago.
Lewis won X Factor.
Fuck.
Yeah, I know.
Is that the one who sang Keep Bleeding?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
She did not do a whole lot with her career.
No.
She did a cover of
I
Run.
think she's back in
X
the
Factor
X Factor.
terms, she done alright.
Is anybody watching this year's X Factor?
No.
No.
Is that
Did
still
I-
going?
Do people still watch the X Factor?
Yeah, this is what I don't know. I wanted to ask you guys. Are you still watching it?
I
I've
hate
seen
that
one
drivel
episode
bit.
because my mum watches it, and like someone was singing and they were crap. Like literally, I was like, "Oh my god, they're shit."
Yeah.
the
And then
crowd's
everyone
like,
clapped.
"Oh, we fucking love you."
I
man."
went,
Yeah,
"What?"
And everybody seems to have a sob. Like I know, like it's such a cliche thing, but
Yeah.
literally everybody has a sob story.
They
now.
I know.
That's not even a sob story anymore. Now it's just like now they've just made their whole life this sort of like narrative where it's like
Yeah,
I
but
grew
like,
up on the streets. Well, not really, but kind of.
but they do
I
all
actually lived
these
in a very
like they
cozy
do all
house,
these
but
like.
I felt like I grew up in the streets. You know.
But we literally
Holy
have
shit.
met this person 5 seconds ago, and next thing the cameras are showing us like their lives and all these weird like cinematic shots of them like standing on a bridge and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And I'm like, honestly, I don't know this
couldn't
person. I
care
literally
less.
yeah.
About 3 years ago, my
What?
cat passed away. This song was playing and it touched me, and ever since I've been singing the song.
Yeah.
I feel like she's right here with me right
Well,
now.
good
You're
luck.
through. You're through.
Well, good luck. Good luck. Yeah, there's Burger. He always makes an
Yeah, he
appearance.
does
Even
actually,
made an
yeah.
appearance during PT.
He
Matt
did.
Burger,
He
yeah.
did. He did. Scared the
Um,
bejesus out of us.
No, I just wonder if anybody was actually watching. Still watching
No,
X
I
Factor.
don't watch that.
No.
Or Britain's Got Talent.
Is
or
this a
any of
thing?
that.
Are people
Don't-
still watching that? Is anyone out there?
If you're still watching it,
I don't
drop
watch
us a comment.
TV anymore.
Yeah.
Really, I haven't watched like
No, if
proper
I
TV.
want something,
in a
I'll
long
stream
time.
it.
Big Irish game coming up the day after this podcast releases.
Saturday.
The first of the World Cup qualifiers, first leg.
Oh, okay. When you said an Irish game, I thought you meant a computer game.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah,
Irish computer game.
yeah.
Yeah,
I was like, because
that'll
they're
happen.
they are so popular right now. But,
But yeah,
Yeah,
big
Denmark,
football. Yeah.
I mean,
Go
the,
sports.
the best team we could have gotten that draw.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We got them,
Yeah.
but I'm still so nervous about it.
Yeah.
They'll
absolutely.
win. Big time.
Wait, is the first leg in Denmark or in Ireland?
Yeah. No, I think
It's in
the
Denmark,
first-
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think I don't know if this is true now, but I was reading it. There's a free beer if you've got an Irish passport in Copenhagen.
I mean,
joking. Is that like Copenhagen doing that
I think
for
so.
the Irish fans?
Yeah.
Because right, to be fair now, right,
I assume it's just
the
like
Irish fans
Carlsberg.
get some serious props whenever they go
absolutely.
out to these places.
Yeah.
You always hear people saying like, "Oh, we love to get the Irish over and all," but like that's the type of crack that's going to get them over. Like
Of course, yeah.
free beer for an Irish passport, man.
Fucking
Free
right.
beer for an Irish passport. I'll take the weekend off work and we'll
I'm
fly to
sure.
Copenhagen.
Basically, anyone can get a fucking Irish passport, can't they?
I don't have an Irish
Well,
passport.
Anyone
I
in
think
England,
you
I
have
think,
to
and like
live
half
in
of
the-
America can get them.
Yeah, I have a British passport.
So like you have every cunt
Oh,
coming over and
So
getting
you
them.
couldn't go.
You can get
You
free
could go,
beer.
but you couldn't
Yeah.
avail of the free.
I go and
You could be
I'd
there
like,
in
"Get out."
full kit wanker, straight up. I am the number one Irish fan. Show us your passport. I don't have one.
If you have a British passport, I don't think you're like utilizing. You could have both.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you see, I could have both, but the point is, it was whenever we were actually going
get
to
multiple.
America, I was like, I'll apply for the Irish and I'll apply for the British at the same time. I needed both passports.
Oh, was that why we couldn't get fucking pre-clearance?
Oh,
Because you didn't have an Irish passport.
it could have been that actually. Yeah, because you other three all did.
Yeah.
I did not.
Oh no, because I thought it used to be you can go through customs when you're going to America in Dublin.
Was it not? I was the only one that could have went through pre-clearance and you couldn't. No,
No. If
No,
you've got an Irish
it's
passport,
definitely me.
you can go through customs for America in Dublin, get it done, and then when you get to America, just walk on.
Oh no! I tell you why we couldn't do that. It was because you can only do that with direct flights.
That's right. We went from Manchester.
We went from Manchester. Who still somehow were like, "Are you on board this flight?" It's like, yes, we're all there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna need to take your passports. Remember that?
No.
Do you remember that?
Should I remember
It
that?
was like we were
Probably should've
literally walking through the airport, and next thing there was like, it
Oh,
came
yeah,
across in
yeah,
like the big
yeah.
intercom.
Oh,
It had like
nice.
Virgin passengers, Callahan,
Callaghan.
Downey, McGrain. Please see your nearest Virgin travel rep. And we were like, oh fuck, right, what's going on? I was like, yeah, are you on this flight? And we're like, yeah, we hope so. It's like, yeah, I could need to see your passports. Took them off us, and literally did not see them until like we didn't even know if we were going to get on that.
Right enough, yeah, because we were stood there waiting for ages.
And then they were like, everything cleared, and you can go.
Go ahead.
I was just like, imagine they hadn't allowed us, like the amount of free seats in that plane as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
I just would have been so disappointed.
But we got there.
But there we go. Yeah,
And we got back.
another fun little story into
When
our
I
life.
when I went to Cuba last year,
Right,
we-
you went to Cuba.
we were flying out of Belfast to go to Manchester to fly to Cuba from Manchester.
What do you think of Manchester Airport, Frank?
It's pretty big and it's confusing. I think.
I didn't like it.
I hate it.
Yeah.
With an absolute passion.
Remember
I-
we were stood like
I
you
mean,
know
I don't hate it.
about to board a plane, and it was a corridor like no wider, like narrower than our studio.
Yeah,
Like it was fucking stupid
that's
small.
right. Yeah, remember the Frankie and Benny's we got?
Oh, it's awful.
Oh man, like I
I
mean,
mean, the food's not great,
yeah,
but like, I
no.
I
mean,
got
it's airport
blueberry
food.
pancakes, which was regular pancake, cold pancakes with blueberry jam.
oh,
I seen Jim McGuinness in the Manchester airport. It was the second time I went. Actually, I went over for the Celtic Man City game.
Who did he see?
Oh, did you not know Jimmy Guinness?
Oh, Jimmy. This genuinely when I thought you said, I seen Jerry McGuinness. I was like,
Jerry McGuinness.
Pick one.
exactly. I was like, has he done that? I was like, okay, we're rolling with it.
No, Jimmy Guinness. And seen him?
Jerry McGuinness.
And I was
There's a
with-
timestamp.
I was with two Donegal people, and I was
Hi,
like,
we're
look, there's
calm.
Jimmy Guinness. And they were like, who? I was like, what?
No, I
Did you go up to him?
No, I thought it was. No, I just thought, you know what? He just wants to go home.
Yeah,
He just- he
He's
just-
over. He's over.
He thinks he's
fucking-
Manchester and no one's going to annoy him, and I'm not about to break him.
He's over in fucking like Shanghai or somewhere now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's over there
Somewhere
now, isn't he?
Stupid. Yeah, like
Wow.
tactical.
But yeah, anyway,
Tactic
so like
gyms.
we were meant
Tactics
to be
to
flying
fuck off.
from Belfast to Manchester to catch a flight, and 12 o'clock. We're meant to be flying at like 5 to get a flight at like 7 in Manchester. At 12 o'clock that night, EasyJet decided that they're pulling the flight.
What?
So
Bullshit.
I was like, oh fuck, I'm not missing Cuba. I'll swim to Manchester. So lucky enough, we got a flight from Dublin, and we just about made the flight to Manchester. And,
That's my way.
Do you remember, D, when we flew out to... Was it coming home? Yeah, it was coming home. So we had just got off like the Virgin plane. We had to get on board the Aer Lingus plane to fly back from Manchester to Dublin. And like we just got off like this big massive like
Oh, yeah, yeah.
absolute jumbo jet, like, you know, with like full propellers, proper or full
Propellers and
like not
everything.
full, I don't even know, thrusters, what the hell do you call it?
Jets.
Like, engines? Jets? Is
Yeah.
that what you call it?
Jet engines, but
All right, okay. And next thing we get into this like shitty little cabin. It's like so narrow and
it's
cramped.
two seats, and
But I mean, I was worried that
two
this
rows
thing
of
wasn't even
tickets.
going to take off, right? But I will never forget, and I still laugh at this. Like when we came down, when we touched down into Dublin Airport, like you'd swear that our pilot was driving a car. Do you remember?
oh
this?
yeah,
He literally touched down, and like whatever speed we were doing, you know, like the planes usually like slow down,
I remember
and
that.
then they like turn real slowly, I guess here, and then like wheel over.
yeah.
This guy just went straight to the end of the runway, straight around the corner, like whatever speed he was doing, full speed, and just tuck it in at that. I'd say we were doing about 80 mile an hour, just
Rolled her
straight,
in.
Fuck.
straight
It's
in.
because the plane was so small.
Yeah,
And that's what I hate flying, and that's the worst part is landing.
I love
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I'm like, what? Oh, I'm trusting this guy to land this plane.
I mean,
I mean,
you're
I know
trusting
it's
the
his job.
The
fly
guy
it.
touched down.
No,
in your
he
hand
didn't
as
even
well,
fly
didn't
it.
he?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He was
He
just like,
autopilots it, like, you know, when you're up there, you're fine. It's whenever he's landing, I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
What if the wheels break?
Do you like flying?
I don't mind. Yeah, I quite like flying.
I think it's
hate it.
okay.
I think I don't like. It's not like I'd be excited for the flight if it was going somewhere. Like,
Yeah.
put it that way.
Yeah.
But like, you know, I like the fact that it gets me places really, really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see things, and I hate flying, so I just suck it up.
Yeah, you have
But
to do it. Like,
I just wish I didn't want to see things.
you could get a boat to places. You could
yeah,
boat your way to Cuba.
I hate boats even more because I can't swim.
Ah,
Yeah,
and if something
but-
happens on a boat in the middle of the ocean, you're like, I'm fucked.
Yeah, but the thing about a boat is like if something happens, it's probably going to sink fairly slowly. Like
yeah, yeah.
people get time.
Oh,
Whereas
right,
a
so
boat-
you can sit there and go, oh fuck, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, but then you'd be like, they'd be like, okay, we put out a distress signal. People will be here within an hour.
I'm not rich or a woman. I'll never get a lifeboat.
But
I mean, I'm fucked.
you can just like rob a child and be like, I've got a child.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Have you not seen Titanic? That doesn't work.
He got off.
Did he get on?
Yeah, he got off.
The
Didn't
fuck, he did get on.
he? Yeah.
Yeah, you did get off. Yeah, yeah, that's right.
I mean, yeah, he got on the lifeboat and off the
Yeah.
sinking ship.
Oh, you're right.
Here,
I have a
is some-
child.
this is something I wanted to bring up as well, right? Because Titanic has been on film for like
Right.
for like
You
Oh,
said
okay.
we're gonna wrap up. We're not gonna talk about baths because we get off topic whenever we talk about.
Three
No,
weeks
no,
on.
no. Let's talk about Titanic.
right, but in Titanic,
It's a
okay?
Christmas film.
What do you call that? What do you call
Yeah,
that actor?
not really.
Which one?
Uh,
Kate Winslet.
No,
It's
no,
that actor.
no.
DiCaprio?
No, that guy. I have a child.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Um,
He used to be married to like fucking Kelly Brook.
Billy Zane.
Billy
Yeah.
Zane.
Okay, Billy Zane is not the asshole he makes out, like everybody makes him out to be in that film. I've watched Titanic like 3 times in like the last month.
He's a bit of an asshole.
He's a
No,
dick.
no. He's not.
He is.
He's a smug bastard.
No, but he's done nothing wrong. He's worked his whole life to get to where he is. He has this like beautiful fiance who he's taking across the other side of the world, like with her family or whatever.
Yeah, but he treats her like shit.
No. He doesn't. She's just an asshole who just decides, oh no, I want better things. I'm gonna go and fucking.
Doesn't he? But he,
But
he
she doesn't want
marries.
better things. She wants like a better
Yeah,
life.
she wants better things, but he's not an asshole.
I thought he was marrying her though for the money or something, or
Is
for the what do you call the diamond?
Maybe for the diamond, but like he has his own wealth anyway.
You were mine, and you will respect that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a dick.
Yeah,
and he
he's
I
shoots
don't
at
think-
your man. He shoots at
Yeah.
DiCaprio?
I mean, fair enough. In
Jack.
1912, all men were like that, so we'll give him that.
No, I stand by Billy Z in that movie. He is not a
No,
dick.
I mean, he grabbed a random child to get off a boat.
I would do that, right? I would do that.
I was a bit of a scumbag. Like,
Fuck that.
I mean, yeah. See this bullshit of you know what? We're just gonna wait in our bed because we're gonna die anyway because we're old. Fuck that. You're old. You'll be the
two
first
ones
one.
that- yeah. Fuck
You'll be
them.
put onto the boat.
I would have
you'd
made her
put on-
sleep and then
I
I
don't
would
know, would you
her
put-
hair.
I mean, like this. Let's just think about this ethically. Like, if you're loading people on, you see two old people, you're like,
They've
how
lived
much
a
longer
good
have
li-
you got? Think about it, like,
But why are we putting kids on? I mean, like,
because they got like
Their
another
whole lives.
fucking 60 years.
or think about it the other way. They're not really gonna know. You know what they're
Ooh,
missing
yeah.
out on.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Ethics. It's fine, right?
Just put man,
That's actually a discussion they're having about.
Or maybe just
Oh,
build an
yeah.
unsinkable ship.
boy,
They
girl,
did.
boy, girl, boy,
They
girl.
didn't.
Sure.
They
That's
really
how they
didn't.
shoulda went. We're going boy, girl.
They should
Boy,
give
girl.
everyone a raffle ticket.
Yeah, that's actually the
And
fairest way.
like if there's like 1,000 seats, on all the lifeboats, just go.
I'm looking
right,
for
okay,
a J7. Have we got a J7 out there? It's a pig ticket.
pink number 316. Oh, that's me. Oh, that's red. I'm looking pink number 316.
Oh.
Okay, there's no pink 316.
Boat sinking, everyone's sitting around tables having a good time, couple of drinks, you know.
Okay,
Oh, what
that's
about
all the
what about the
lifeboats.
guys
Now our
playing
next
the,
prize is a bottle of vodka.
Oh, the fuck.
We have number 713.
Did you hear about the guy right now on Titanic? I know we're fucking going mad on Titanic now. The guy.
I'm sorry, I'm just fucking picturing that there. Halfway through it, could the owner of a blue Toyota please, your car is blocking lifeboat number 4?
Fuck you! I didn't get a ticket.
A blue Toyota in 1912.
Look, I'm just go with it, alright?
I
Go
gotta
with
work.
it. Billy
We'll
Zane's a
make it
good
work.
guy.
But he's okay.
He's a good guy.
He seems like a guy I'd definitely go for a drink with,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't marry him.
No.
I mean, maybe.
Unless he
Yeah,
gotta
the heart
respect
of the
me,
ocean.
you know?
Well,
Gotta
I mean, are we
respect
talking
me.
about Billy Zane or Cal? I mean,
We're talking about
All right, no.
Cal. We
Okay,
need to
yeah.
talk about Cal.
Okay.
That's what we're titling this episode.
We need to talk about Cal. Is that what he's called in that film?
Cal.
Yeah, Cal.
Cal.
What a,
what's
what
his
a
surname?
douchey name in the first place.
Mm. Anyway, what was
Everything
your...
about him is a dude. There was a guy on on the Titanic who drank like a fucking ton of whiskey
That's right.
when
yeah,
he knew
yeah.
he was gonna, like, he assumed he was gonna die,
Yeah.
and apparently it did enough, like, you know, it restricts your your
Kept him
like,
warm.
arteries. It kind of like made it so that whenever he went in the water, it didn't like give him shock and make him freeze to death, and he survived.
Yeah.
They picked him up in the lifeboat a couple hours later.
whiskey saves all. But then his
Whiskey
liver given like
saves
3
all.
days later.
Whiskey saves lives, but he needs the... he
He
needs the
died of
glands.
liver failure.
He needs the
3 days
glands
later.
whiskey. That's a whiskey, by the way.
Glens whiskey. I hope there is a Glens whiskey.
I haven't looked it up. I'll look it up on the way
We'll
home.
get it up here for next week.
Oh, yeah. I can get that bottle. No, I can genuine... No, we probably won't.
If there is a Glens whiskey, it'll be up here next week.
I all I'm saying is he's not the asshole the camera made him out to be.
Yeah.
You know, I know we needed a good guy and I know we
Fictional
needed a bad
character, but yeah.
guy. No, it all happened. It's
It all
true.
happened. It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
What Rose really is a douche.
Oh, she's a complete
Because she
douche.
took that diamond at the end and just lobbed it over.
Yeah.
And they have spent, I assume, millions, probably tens of millions.
But is she not throwing it in so they'll find it?
No, she's
No.
throwing it in because she dies anyway. So
Whoop,
she's a
she's
fuck.
throwing it away because she's like, oh,
Yeah, but they'll find it whenever they're
belongs in
searching
the
for
sea.
it.
It's the heart of the ocean.
I know.
Blah, blah,
Why
blah,
didn't she
blah.
just give it to him?
I don't know. She's
Because
like,
then they'd be
you
like,
listen to my
"Oh,
story. I respect you. Here's the thing you're looking
Mm.
for. Here's the thing you spent millions and millions of dollars.
And do you know what the
looking
worst thing was? The whole way, like, I don't know if anybody else has picked up on this, but like, whenever she's telling the story and you're watching Titanic, it's like, great, this is all well and good, but like the scene where she walks out at the end of the boat, like at the end of the film, as an old lady walks at the end,
Yeah.
she has a mullet. She has
for.
a
She
mullet,
does actually. have a
and
mullet, yeah.
I no, I would have pushed her.
I
Alright.
think she's a daughter.
Okay.
I mean, why doesn't she just give it to her daughter?
I
Yeah,
know, yeah.
I mean, set her up for life.
Let's remember as well, she had a family. She got married after Jack, and yet
yeah.
this is all she's thinking about.
This is all she's thinking about.
I know.
Yeah, I mean
Not
that's what she was
her
thinking.
husband.
That was her dying thought as
For
well.
her husband,
You know, that's what she was meaning. That is the big like unanswered question. Like, you
Rose
know,
is a dick.
The big fan, not fan theory, but like, you know, the theory. Like, does she die or does she not die at the end when she closes her eyes and meets him
Oh yeah,
again?
she goes be dreaming.
Is
Like,
that her dead? I don't think she's dreaming. I think she's dead.
doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
Because the story's over, Chris.
it's not over. And was Cal?
Titanic 2.
Was Cal there?
Rose's Revenge.
Was he there for that?
He's like watching through the curtain.
Cal's like, I wasn't that bad, you know.
Yeah.
I was just looking
This
out
is
for my
my
family.
dream,
see?
Cal.
Do
Have
you know
your
if you
own
go to the
dream.
Titanic Quarter in Belfast, you can put your arm into the water and they water at the temperature that the water would have been, and they get you to see. Oh no, sorry, it's in America. The Titanic experience in Orlando.
Come to the Titanic water in Belfast. You can put your arm in a bucket of water.
No, but to see how long it can last. I always
Really cold
I always
water.
imagined I'd last quite a while. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
probably
know.
not though.
No.
Because you can't really comprehend until you actually experience it. Like.
Mm.
Titanic water in Belfast is a fun thing, isn't it? Making money off of, how many people died? 1,600?
Oh,
Yeah.
easy.
That's
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, but enough time's passed that it's not too soon.
I know, yeah. It's not too soon, but like.
I have a child.
I have a child.
Oh fuck! I don't even know how we get on to Billy
Oh,
Dean. But he's a
yeah.
great guy. He's a great guy. I love
I
Cal.
have a child.
I think that'll just about do it for this week's
Yeah.
podcast. Be sure to check us out, guys, on the YouTube. Just search for Xite Gaming, and if YouTube's, just incomprehensible for you, and you want to take us on the go, no matter where you are, be it on a boat,
I have a
There you
child.
go. It's all relative.
on a boat,
really.
on a plane, or in a bath, just search for us on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, or once every 6 weeks now on SoundCloud.
Hasn't been put up on SoundCloud.
Once in a while on SoundCloud, you'll
It's
find
not
us
on
there.
SoundCloud.
Other than that, thank you very much for joining us. I do have to give 2 shout outs this week to Mr. Paddy Donnelly, who I was talking to again at work. His pop-ins at work and us talking about games have been keeping me going.
Cool.
A lot of good information that I will use at the podcast someday.
Paddy from Katie.
Yep.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet guy. Hi,
And,
Paddy.
A Mr.
Shout out.
DLB Fitness on his Instagram, you can find him as, I think. Because he recommended a protein bar the other day in his story. I had it on Monday and it was delicious. So thank you for that, Mr. Byrne.
There's all relative.
Other than that, gentlemen, any closing thoughts?
Uh,
What about Titanic, eh?
Cal
Cal's a
is
dick.
it?
Team Cal.
Team, I'm getting that shirt.
Rose, you whore.
Team Cal or Team Rose?
I'm getting Team Cal with Billy Zane's face. And on the back, I have a child.
I have a child.
Yeah, because I can't hold this mic for much longer. My arm's getting
That thing broke.
Yeah, it fell off.
I'm getting really fucking sore here, guys. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. This has been the Xite Gaming Pleasure Cast. This has been the Xite Gaming Pleasure Cast. It's been an absolute joy. Join us all next week. We'll see you then. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
The Xite Gaming Pleasure Cast.